a podcast called Strangest Fruit.
Radio. This is Strangest Fruit Podcast. Today we got Carlos with us, and Carlos walked in. You weren't here at the moment, but he still smelled like state soap. That's that's how fresh out he is.
That's out of pocket.
Yeah. So welcome home, man.
Right?
Welcome home.
Thank you.
Let me just do the math real quick.
You're trying to say my boy smell like a warm bird bath.
Are you good at math? Somebody be good at
Like a
math.
bird better straight out the
A
sink.
warm bird bath on a summer day?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, what do we got? Like 60 years of incarceration at the table.
You got what? 30,
29.
18.
21.
Yeah.
68. There we go.
68 years.
I was just about
Rain
to say
Man.
that, by the way. 68 years.
Rain calculator.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
68 years.
So how long have you been out?
Been out about 30 days.
And you did how long?
I did 21. 21 years.
What's the best thing? What's the best feeling? What's the best thing so far?
Spending time with my wife and my kids. That's amazing. I'm actually there. I got to spend the night at my wife's. Well, my house now, I could say. And just waking up with the kids. Waking up before them and seeing the little baby crawl around us and complain that he wants to get up. So it was a beautiful moment.
Let it be duly noted for all viewers, that baby smiled for me.
He did. Made a friend right away.
smile. Only one.
He did. We
Mwah.
did.
First handshake.
Magnifico.
Um,
How many kids?
I have two.
You got two?
Yeah. My 9-year-old's at school right now,
Yeah.
and my baby boy's 8 months today.
Oh, yeah, you've been going to work.
and for the record, like, for those that know, for those that don't, he paroled from Calipatria State Prison, level 4 general population, which is pretty much unheard of in the world today. You know what I mean? That's a feat in itself. Went to parole board, created his parole packet, did all that stuff in Calipat.
That's number two. That's number two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the second person that done came up out of there off that 4-yard and went home. And how hard was it? How long did you do on a level 4? Let's go through the timeline. Of
My entire time.
Different. Let's go
Mine-
through. Give me all the
okay.
names of them so we can.
I started off at High Desert in 2004, 180.
Yeah.
And I spent a couple years there. Got into some trouble. Ended up getting a 2-year shoe term.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
ended up
know
getting
what the shoe is.
Corcoran shoe, the security
Oh.
housing unit.
He went to the.
Like
Yeah.
2005, 6, right?
Shit.
2006, yeah.
Yep.
2006. Did 2 years there. Picked up another case. I ended up catching another life sentence inside prison, and extended my stay in the shoe another 2 years. And a year later, I get the initial sentence overturned on appeal. So I'm sitting in my cell, kicking myself in the ass, thinking, "Oh my God, I just received a blessing, and here I am with another life sentence in prison."
Okay, so I was gonna ask the second life sentence. What was it for?
It was for assault by a life inmate. So
Which we call like an in-house.
yeah,
Right.
penal
What
code
we call in-house.
exactly
Yeah.
4500. So off the top is a 9 to life case.
Right.
Off the top, and
So they came with 9 alive. Then
Doubled
came
up.
The 665 prison prior.
yes,
665 prison prior. That accounts from GBI down to knives to
Exactly.
a sticking. And with that, they give you 5 years plus a 50 to life enhancement just based on you having another case before.
And we were just talking about the Title 15 right now, too.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I get jiggy with it.
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
jiggy. I don't
Yeah.
play no
that was
fucking
my
games.
thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His-
Yeah, don't
he's
play
really
with me.
good.
I get on your ass. I will sue you, CDC.
Yeah.
I have no problem. Once I figured out, oh, Nick, I can read. Oh yeah, it's on.
yeah,
So
exactly.
after Corcoran, where'd you go?
I spent the next 3.5 years in county jail. Like I said, the overturn.
LA County Jail?
Yeah.
Oh,
I went back down and got stuck there, stranded, waiting for a second trial. So
She's shaking her head like, yeah.
yeah, it was a mission.
The smell, huh?
it was
You
bad.
still smell it, huh?
Hey, so what were you
You
thinking
can't
at
get
that
rid
time?
of that smell.
Well, like at that time, so you're in the corporate shoe. That's not a place that fosters any kind of like positivity or anything good.
Hell
So
no.
you're probably in a not the best of mind states at the time. You go down to the county jail. Where are you at? What are you thinking at that time? Do you see hope? Do you see an opportunity?
Yes and no.
Or are
No,
you just so
yes,
immersed?
Yes, because here I am going for a second trial. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe if I do beat it, get some kind of good deal, maybe it'll in the future down the line, it might help me out with the in-house or some. But then reality hits me, and I'm just like, nah, I'm stuck. I got another life sentence in prison. I have no idea how I'm going to deal with that. So, yeah, I'm just living in the moment. Whatever comes my way,
So
I'm
you
gonna
like,
handle
damned
it.
if I do, damned if I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah. Catch 22.
Yeah.
Shit.
In my head, I wanted to behave and do good, but I know that
There's zero incentive.
exactly.
What
There's
was-
nothing there.
What was your mind state during all this?
She actually came in 2015. This
Wow.
is So this is 2010.
Oh, so this was
Right.
This
okay.
is
okay.
pre Jackie.
Pre Jackie.
Yeah.
Pre Jackie.
Yeah, let's say pre Jackie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, there was just a little chance of hope, but like I said, it's
Right.
I never thought the
And it's hard
the
to
road was
maneuver
gonna
in
be
the
over.
county jail. It's
Exactly.
hard. And where did they have you housed there?
They had me. I spent a year in between Twin Towers and the 3,000 floor.
Yeah.
Then I spent another year in
3,000, what's that? High power? That's where they have
no,
you at?
yeah, high level 8.
Yeah, that's
Guys going to fighting murder
I hate
charges.
that shit.
I'm not familiar.
So they put you in there. You got like high profile case, staff assaults, a whole bunch of riots and all
Murder
that, murder
cases.
cases, shit like that, shit against the cops.
That's where you went?
Yeah.
And it's
And he's all fresh out of the corporate shoes, so you're
and
all
it's
Mr.
bullshit. Yeah,
Mr. Soldier, man.
you're not finna go to the main line. They shut your ass down.
Yeah.
And for some reason,
Yeah.
the paperwork got crossed up, so I was getting interviewed by a bunch of deputies talking about, hey, do you have a problem with staff? I'm like, what?
Yeah.
We have you here as a U.S. on staff.
You didn't have no staff assaults?
No. I was like, no. I kept my cool, though. No, I don't have a
And it's
problem with you
like,
guys.
everywhere you go, you got to get shackled down.
Yeah,
And you got to
yeah,
get a
yeah.
sergeant escort. Like, come on now. Like, that's bullshit. So then what happened? Because it has to be I'm waiting on like
they ended up cutting me loose from the 3,000 floor. I went to Wayside, the 800 floors. Again, high level ways, a bunch of guys fighting murders, gang enhancements, stuff like that. So I stayed there for a year and a half. And finally, when I went to trial, I got transferred back to county jail, 2,000 floor, where the trial module, where everybody's going to trial.
Mhm.
And from there, I got convicted again. But this time, see, when I went back for my second trial,
Convicted again.
yeah, let me back it up. So,
Yeah, what the
so
hell?
I go back down to county jail for a second trial, right?
For your
murder.
of your original
My
case?
initial case.
Okay.
And out of the blue, the DA adds another count 8 years after the fact, which is shooting into an occupied vehicle now. See, I fought my entire case self-defense. So in my first trial, the DA had no idea what my defense was going to be.
So it wasn't past the statute of limitation?
No, we fought that, and they said something about the time was told. It was kind of confusing to understand, but they said that I guess the statute of limitation paused. So when I came back 8 years later, they added in the next count.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
BS.
Wow.
Hey, what court? What court?
Inglewood Court.
Okay.
And then I was transferred out to Torrance.
Okay.
So,
They
yeah.
transfer you to Torrance?
Yeah.
They just all the nails in the coffin. They trying
Everything,
to don't
everything.
nobody Torrance, Long Beach, Norwalk, Pomona, and damn what's that San Fernando Valley Court.
I mean, Van Nuys, San
Whoop
Fernando.
Yo ass.
Yeah, you're getting hung in all of them.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, no love.
So another case
Yeah, another count.
and 2 life sentences.
Yeah.
That's what you had?
Yeah, I had the
you're
original
facing.
and then the inside. The inside
Okay.
life. So on this one, I went to trial for second-degree murder and shooting into an occupied vehicle. So I get a hung jury on the murder. And they find me guilty of shooting into an occupied vehicle. I couldn't use self-defense for shooting into an occupied vehicle, only for murder. So the jury was even confused about it, asked the judge if they could take self-defense into consideration. Judge says, no, it's only for the murder. I testified on my behalf. I said, yeah, I fired 1 shot because of this.
Isn't that kind of seem like double jeopardy right there with the sentencing?
We fought all that. We submitted. We objected to everything, and judge just denied everything.
Wow.
So sentencing came. The judge didn't agree with the verdict.
Right.
So he grants me a retrial, saying that just because the person was in his vehicle, because the guy was in his vehicle, he said doesn't mean he wasn't posing a threat. So he doesn't believe that I could only be allowed to use self-defense for murder, not shooting into an occupied vehicle. So he grants me a retrial. The DA goes ballistic, says that he can't do that, and threatens with an appeal.
Man, you heard that? That was hella loud. Like, shit. So they grant the appeal. Oh, excuse me. He files the appeal. I'm begging to get out of the county. I've been in there 3.5 years now. I want to get out of there. I went down there for a Franklin hearing. I ain't last 4
God.
months. I told my lawyers, look, y'all gonna have to do this shit without me. Cause it's a big.
Why? Give me the top reasons that you just wanted to get out of there.
It's just dirty.
The county.
Oh my
dirty.
God, dirty.
When you went back down and they sent you through processing?
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh my
It's
God.
a toilet. It's doodle filled in the toilet, but it's a pile of doodle next to the toilet. And it's people sleeping on the floor.
Dirty showers. Getting all shower shoes. They're
Ray
making
over
you
there.
go through it.
To this day, I will
Nasty, right?
I will not wear Crocs because that's the shoes they got in the county.
Yeah.
I'm traumatized.
I've seen some people with those. I'm like, hell no.
Those are county jail
Hell
shoes.
no.
Fuck you, bro.
That's the only
Yeah.
reason
The
you
old
won't wear
Vans.
Crocs.
Man, sport mode these nuts. For real. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
See? You're like, no, it's not happening.
And on top of that, the deputies at that time were terrible too.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
This was before the
I
raid?
dreaded. Yeah.
Oh,
I dreaded going to visit because you go out to the hallway. There's like 5-6 of them. They see you come out to the highway and you're like, oh my God. It feels like you're in the streets. You're walking down the street, you see 6 dudes and you're like, oh yeah, these guys are going to bang on me. Something's going down. And that's what was happening.
Like just walking by?
I'm just walking to visit, trying to mind my own business. My hands in my pockets like they tell us to, right? Hey dude, come here. What's up, man? Where you from?
Yeah.
Man, I don't bang. Yeah, right. Let me see what's your tattoos.
They
Where you
still
going?
do that. They still, I went
Yeah,
back.
they've been doing that for years.
I went back in 2019.
I
down
was there too.
I went back for the Franklin hearing.
Okay.
And I'm belling.
I could
Hey,
take it back
what-
to 95 when they were
Man,
doing that.
What city you from? Where you out of? Man, bro, from Bompton. You know, I'm banging. I'm from Bompton. They gang bang on me. You know what I'm saying? They sitting there like, oh, you know, such and such, such and such. No, such and such, such and such. It's just the police asking me this.
Yeah.
But you feel crazy because you see the dude next to you hanging on the bar, chopping it up with the police. Having a
see a
full
lot of that.
conversation with the sheriffs. I'm knowing from learning from the dudes that I've been around that most of these dudes that's in here that got kicked off the streets for doing some crazy shit. So when they go under investigation, they channel their ass back into the county jail and the local stations. So
That's like a punishment almost.
Yeah.
you know, but it's a safety net for them. It's just circulating them.
Yeah.
Like in prison, they put him in the mailroom.
That's exactly. No
Visiting
accountability.
room.
No accountability.
Yeah, the visitor
The
room.
hole, I've been working back there in the hole for about 6 months.
Hey, that's the worst. They put the bad seals in the mailroom, like the most, like our at one time our only connection, and they put them right there, like.
Yeah, fuck that. You can't tell me they wasn't stealing stamps.
Yeah.
I don't give a
Right.
fuck.
Pictures too.
I don't
Pictures
give
of
a
your
damn.
girlfriends.
Yeah, man. So,
Yeah.
what you fed up with the county jail?
Yeah, I asked the judge if I could go back to prison, send me to prison, call me back down when you guys are done settling this. So I did. I went back to Corcoran Shoe. Got kicked out 3 months later.
4A4 left?
Yeah, 4A. No, yeah, 4A4 one
4A4 left.
I was stuck in the cages.
With, what's his name? Hogan, the little short dude that walked with a limp. Yeah, he had the mustache. Little short dude that walked with a limp. I forgot his name, man.
Yeah.
That bastard hated me.
Right?
He hated me.
Yeah, so I went back. That's when I got to Corcoran, and the DA ended up winning the appeal. They said that the judge has no discretion to grant me a retrial based on what he felt was wrong with the law. He said his job is just to enforce it. So they ordered me back for sentencing. He gave me 5 years for the shooting, 25 to life gun enhancement. Wow. The DA, he didn't ask the DA what are they going to do with the murder charges. It was a hung jury. So
What was the gun enhancement?
yeah,
How much?
25 to life
On an enhancement.
on an enhancement.
Usual suspects.
My sentence
Dang.
for shooting at the car was 5 years.
Yeah. Let's. Yeah. Break down an enhancement. Let's do a gun enhancement.
Okay, for the gun enhancement.
I like this shit.
If I'm committing a felony, whatever felony it could be, if I'm using a gun, and if I use that, if I fire that weapon and hurt somebody with it, it's automatic. It could be 10-year gun enhancement, or 25 to life gun enhancement. In my case, it was 25 gun enhancement.
And who has the discretion of
the judge? At the time, they didn't. The laws changed, but at the time, they didn't. It was a mandatory sentence, 25 to life.
And where does that law stand today, the enhancements?
It's up to the judge's discretion now. Now they have the opportunity to either impose it or not.
Yeah,
and the gang enhancement works the same exact way.
It's the same way.
Same thing.
The gun enhancement was more severe than the 25 to life enhancement. Remember, they were doing for each hollow tip.
Yeah.
Was 5. No, it was 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 for each bullet for a hollow tip.
Yeah, and all you did was just put a bunch of people in prison for a long time that already flipped the switch and were like, man, you know what I mean? I
want to reach out to Madam Hillary Clinton and President Bill Clinton because many years later, also Mr. Biden as well. You know, I don't give a damn about either side of the politics because politics seems to be a gray area for the people that walk the life that I walk and been the places that I've been. So, but years ago, Hillary Clinton came out and they were like, we apologize. What the fuck does that do for me?
What do you mean?
They said they apologized for the 3 strikes law and those mandatory prison sentence and all that type of stuff.
And then, you know, she's actually the one that coined the term super predator, which was in the mid 90s.
Right. So she apologizes for that now.
They're basically saying if these juveniles, if these kids under 18 years old are committing these type of violent crimes at this age, just imagine what they're going to be at 25. And she put the term super predator on top and put the fear of God like in the public, and boom, these laws just they shut us down until.
Did they give you gang enhancement?
No, they didn't give me the gang enhancement.
You was a lucky man, Jack. You was a lucky man. Even through those circumstances and that shit was messed up, you're still, blessed. Yeah. Because gang enhancement is the easiest maneuver to throw on anybody and let it be stuck. So 25 to life for a gun. Plus 5 years
for the shooting.
That's what you went back to the state with?
Yeah, that's what I went back. 30 years to life this time. They dismissed the murder too.
Right, hold on. Let's make it make sense.
Damn,
okay. Everybody in this room, I need let me take my glasses off real quick. I ain't had a lot of sleep and I'm on 4 Red Bulls, but I love y'all. I came here for y'all. So check this shit out. Subscribe to the Strangest Fruit Podcast. Check this out and tell me, does it make sense? It's the most simplest thing just to hear these 2 sentences. Why is the enhancement more time than the shooting itself?
Yeah, it's somebody came up with a bright idea on.
Think about it. I shoot Brian right now. Boom, brains everywhere.
Damn.
Rated R. But the gun carries more weight in the judicial system of punishment than his life.
I never
look at his eyes. That shit. Yeah, exactly.
That's what's going on.
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah. Think about it, bro.
So he's getting more time.
So if I'm gonna make it a tad bit more severe on you, so you can get it. Yeah. A woman gets raped by a guy who's wielding a knife. Okay. He gets more time for the knife than committing a crime against that woman.
Yeah. So it's like that.
Where is human value?
Yeah, it's not.
There's a thing between crime and punishment. You just punishing me because the crime itself, my crimes. I got 5 years for 5 counts of armed robberies, a year for each robbery, but I got 12 years in gang enhancements.
No sense.
No, Ray, what's your thinking on that? I like to hear Ray because Ray got that. He get wild with it. So
I don't know where the enhancements came from. I think it's like. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was like
what?
That lock them up, throw away the key.
Put a bunch of brown and black kids in jail. I mean,
that's the goal.
I don't even think a rapist gets an enhancement. I've never heard of that.
They get a rape. Seen rapists get 2 years.
I know. I wonder if have they ever been an enhancement?
They're considered. The only thing for them is they say the mental health. But I was in the Corcoran shoe, and there was a dude back there from rape, and he said some shit that to this day, I remember that shit clear as fuck. They were back there arguing. And they were talking about, no matter of fact, it was over there in the other shoe. Because, now they say when you... No, it's in Corcoran shoe.
Okay.
But it's not in the 4A part. is where they see you for the 32, 72 hour hold before they transfer you over to the shoe. So if you commit like a yard crime or stabbing, they put you on a psych eval and then they send you over to the shoe after. So you got to go over there for 3 days.
I'd have to go through that.
Yeah, well, that was earlier than that. But
okay.
Years later, and they were back there arguing, and the dude was talking about a girl. He's like, "Oh, she's this age, she's this age," and the most sickening shit came out this dude's mouth. He said, "If it's grass on the field, play ball."
That's terrible.
Disgusting.
He talking about a kid, but the court doesn't see that. They don't look at these dudes. They're like, "Oh no, it's something wrong upstairs." Don't you think it's something wrong with a person who's killed somebody upstairs more than a person that's done this?
Yeah.
You dig? Like,
Yeah.
Is something wrong? I say it's something wrong with the psyche of the world. And it goes to show the value of women and children nationwide. Because it continues to happen. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it questions a person like, you went to prison for what you did. You went to prison for what you did. And you question yourself like, am I some type of monster? Because I know that shit in my mind is worse than what I did. Then you're like, am I just rationalizing my crime because, I want to compare myself to them? You sit there and look at you. I looked at myself like that.
That's
like,
true because I went through that myself. Like, okay, maybe I'm holding myself to a better standard, a different standard than this rapist.
Right.
And it doesn't check out.
Not at all.
At all.
You're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
So the next stage was
You went back to the state with
30 years to life.
what? You wasn't turned up? You wasn't mad?
Man,
I would have been ready to bust on some shit. As soon as I got out there, man, I got to release this demon.
I still had that mentality. Okay, whatever. I got life. Didn't change anything. I'm still back my own ways. I'm gonna go back up there, make some money, do what I got to do, surviving here.
Right.
So, on top of the 30 years, right? So the first thing what I got in trouble for in High Desert, they gave me 8 years consecutive to the 30 years to life. Plus, on top of that, I had a 23 years to life for another in-house.
Even High Desert, everybody. How messed up High Desert is.
No, it's terrible.
No,
Yeah.
we're not even talking about the violence. Even if you had a chance in court, where's the court located in High Desert?
In the prison. On the prison grounds.
How come I never heard of that
They
before?
walk you right, go to court, there you go, walk back to your
So
cell.
you don't even leave the prison.
I don't leave
in
the
High
prison.
Desert.
I get in the little van. They take me just around the corner. Boom. There's
And it's in the county court building.
Superior Court.
Inside the prison.
Inside the prison.
No way,
Inside the prison.
Jose.
Why have I never heard of that?
Not a chance in hell are you going to survive it.
It's
where,
insane.
Where every 1 out of 2 people of the town works in the prison. or
Oh
knows
yeah,
somebody
no, I
working
know
in
that.
prison.
Have
That's why
family members.
when I read for the first time that they were going to close down like Susanville, and was it Susanville?
Oh, they raised hell for
Yeah,
that.
the whole town. And
Oh,
that's what I
man.
thought. If you have a whole town where there's like single source of income comes from like incarcerated or incarcerating people, that's got to be like
Yeah, they kept
That's-
saying you're destroying our town, our city, and what
by
are we
shutting a
gonna do?
prison down.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Damn.
That's some slave master mentality.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
what that is.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
That's that.
Plain and simple.
On the real, go ahead.
Exactly. I mean, it's just yeah.
You know outside Corcoran there's cotton fields?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
There's cotton fields right there outside of Corcoran. Every time I used to go to court, I used to be, I just burn this motherfucker down.
I didn't know that.
It's cotton fields. Just shoo, shoo, shoo.
And I went to Kings County Court.
Kings County was at Hanford or Kings County? That brand new.
It's in Hanford.
So the money that they got for Kings County, that brand new courthouse, the money that they got comes from the higher conviction level that they have out there.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
If you have 4 prisons and all your violence is basically occurring out of that prison, it takes what? How much did we count? Over 200,000 to convict somebody for a murder case. That's how much it takes in the budget. So if you got 15 attempted murders coming in here, 3 murders, and you got 4 different prisons running at one time, it's a fucking gold mine. Because
That's like a week in Corcoran right there.
They told my lawyer, us getting convictions out of those guys in that prison is like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our
no.
bread and butter. That's
Yeah.
all we do is just convict.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
Yeah, when they picked up my charge for the thing I did in Corcoran Shoe, my co-defendant and I were already serving life sentences.
Yeah.
We weren't going home, and they still picked it up. Even though when they were doing the jury pool, some members of the jury had problems with it. They were saying, "No, why are we here? You guys are just wasting taxpayer money. These guys are already serving life sentences. Now you guys are trying to get a conviction for nothing.
Bro, I beat 2 staff assaults. I beat it. The warden came, signed off on it all. I went back to the yard. The DA in Kings County picked the damn case up.
How long after?
Let's see. I was 2019. I went down there for my Franklin hearing. I came back 3 months later. That shit happened before I left. So they picked it up about 5 months later. After I'd already been out the shoe, back on the yard. So 2 weeks after I came back from LA County, they was like, yeah, you going to court.
Oh, damn.
And I'm like, what? I just came back from court. I'm good. You going for arraignment. I go in there. They're like, yeah, we booking you with staff assault. Then a year later, they bump up the charges to great bodily injury on a correctional officer and another staff assault. And that's when I found out about the 50 to life.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on. I was tried as an adult. That shit was juvenile. You can't even, that shit is over with. They said, this is Kings County. We do what we want down here. Yeah. Kid you not. And said, yeah, now you looking at 50 to life. Say something else, stupid. Like, they like, we finna hang your ass.
They'll double you up for that juvenile strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 6'6", what was
Crazy.
that, 665?
I
665,
yeah.
that's it, yeah. That's horrible. So,
Yeah.
you back on the yard, you hustling.
Exactly. Not carrying, just like I said, back to the business.
Right.
Something comes my way, I'm gonna handle it. There's no light at the end of the tunnel.
So you on the yard at Corcoran?
Yeah, I went back for 3 months while they waited for a bed to open up on level 4. So I get shipped to Calipat.
Yeah.
I go to Calipat and
It
was ugly.
It's hard to
2014,
hustle.
2014, 18, it was ugly.
It's hard to hustle in Calipat because it's so much goddamn competition.
Yeah.
That motherfucker up there, like it's like one of the Mexico prisons. Yeah, for real. It's like
everybody's on deck. Yeah. Everybody's on deck
like,
with this, that.
Hey, you got the cardigan, your bullshit cardigan, baby over there got the good cardigan. What
do you need?
Yeah. What do you need on the real? It's they got everything, and everything is expensive as hell. You ain't finna pay no $5,000, $10,000 for no goddamn phone ever. And I will never I will rob somebody before I do that. That don't make no sense. So you hustling. This 2014.
2014.
Jackie time.
Not yet. She came after I came back from getting sent to 30 years to life.
Jackie time to be continued.
Yeah, it's still pending.
The
It's
next
still pending.
chapter.
The next chapter, the saga.
Doom, doom.
But I come back and I have about a few homeboys right there, and I'm just like,
What area are you out of?
I'm Inglewood. I'm out of Inglewood.
Inglewood. Yeah.
Up to no good.
Hey, the swap meet toe up right now. It look
Yeah.
good. That shit look like Inglewood swap meet. That shit raggedy as hell. Now they go ahead and just
We
turn
haven't
that.
gone there. We're gonna go check it out.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Man.
You been up in there? It's terrible, huh? It's all type of shit closed and boarded up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to the bathroom like, man, I might get kidnapped down here.
Come out 3 months later.
On the real.
Man.
So
I get to the yard and I'm thinking, oh shit, I'm gonna get in trouble. Something's gonna pop off. But I didn't care. At the time, my mentality was whatever happens, we're gonna roll with it. I'm still, I got the same mentality, no insight. Fuck it, this is life. And Jackie comes into the picture. I found her on Facebook one time, reminiscing, laying back on your bunk. Oh, I wonder what happened to this person. What happened to this girl?
Oh, so y'all know each other from the streets?
Yeah, I met her in high school.
Inglewood High?
No, St. Bernard High School. Yeah, we went to a private.
I was finna go to Morningside. You were weird.
Nah.
All right.
No, Mama was trying to save me. She was like, you're gonna go over here with the neighbors.
Right.
All right, cool, whatever. And I met her there, and so one day I thought about her. I said, what happened to Jackie? And I looked up on Facebook, saw her, dropped her a comment real quick, a little message. She didn't respond for a whole year.
You didn't respond for a year? Did you see the message?
No, I didn't.
She claims she
Come
did
on
it.
now, Jackie.
She claims she did
No,
it.
because if you're not friends, it goes into that
Nah,
one little...
bro. That
Yeah,
notification gonna pop up.
I got you.
That notification gonna pop
Actually, that's
up.
exactly what happened.
It goes into that one...
There he goes again.
Bro, you trying to take me out the game, dog. Reflex, baby. So after the year,
He tries again.
I try again.
You
I'm
respond?
like, I was persistent. This time she did. She responded within seconds.
So Miss Jackie, hold on. Does he got the Hugo? He got the game? He got the juice?
So Hugo, did I get it?
Yeah.
Or the baby right there? Yeah.
He like,
I think I
that
did it.
signed
I
off
think I
on
shot
right
it.
there. Signed off on right there. Okay.
Yeah, so
Well, you brought that up, so did that play some kind of role in what was happening in your life at the time? Or?
exactly that.
Okay,
Um,
let's hear about it.
once she sent through the picture, I met her little daughter. She was 1.5, and we clicked right away. She wasn't afraid of me, and I fell in love with her right away.
Dope.
And every time she would come see me every week, and she would run up to me and hug me, and that was greatest feeling in the world.
Right.
It's like I was
If
meant.
the kids
I
don't
was
like
meant.
you, it's over.
Exactly.
Yes. Bye.
So I would play around with her, look over, make sure my wife is looking. I look,
Yeah.
But yeah, she fell in love with me. I fell in love with her, and when I told Jackie, she said she'll come every once in a while. I told her, all right, we'll see about that.
Right.
I think you're gonna be coming down here more often than that.
Oh,
Sure
yeah.
enough.
He went, let
Yeah.
me tell you something.
Yeah, sure enough, she started coming every weekend.
Right.
Found herself a group of girls that would roll down from LA.
Right.
So she carpooled with them, started coming every weekend, and she started noticing these other girls talking about family visits and overnight visits.
Right.
And she asked me about it one time, and I told her, you know what? I'm a lifer. I don't have those coming. I try to just stop the conversation there and just let it die out.
Right.
But she asked me, no, but if we wanted to, how are they getting? Well, we have to be married. Okay. So she brought it up. Would you ever want to get married? And I told her, I didn't want to do that to her.
Right.
So I told her.
What do you mean you didn't want to do that?
I didn't want to lock her down, get married to me. I couldn't. Oh, excuse me. At the time, lifers couldn't receive family
Right.
visits.
Yeah.
So to me,
Okay.
yeah, I fell in love with her daughter, but I didn't want to do that to them. I didn't want to marry her, and for what? Just
Yeah, just
You felt
on
like you're
paper, we're just
taking away
married.
options.
yeah,
that
from
And then,
her. I didn't want to
the
be
thought
that
understand.
selfish.
I understand.
You know,
Yeah.
I had a talk with a chick
That's a
before.
hard one too.
Yeah.
and that subject came up about the marriage thing. Although I had a date, I had to respect the fact that she was like, I don't want to be a prison wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's like, I don't want to be, and in my mind, I was like, that does make sense. That does make sense of you don't want, that stigma and, that's like when you first get out and you walk down the street. Like right now, you can see somebody down the street with some clothes on, and you're gonna know that person got out of prison. Why? Pro Club pants. Bros, stop wearing the Pro Club pants when you get out because everybody gonna notice that you was in jail before.
That's what I did.
That's
exactly
exactly
what I did.
Yeah, the Pro Club pants.
Pro Club
man.
will stay
What's
for
the
like
yard
6
The
months.
long ones.
Yeah, the pro club stay for like 6
The
months, and then you're
long
like,
ones. Yeah, and then what's them jorts? Jean shorts. Oh, I must have got clowned so bad.
did you say George?
Jorts, jean shorts. That's
Did
what
he
they're
say-
call, bro. Get you some fucking white friends, bro.
You never heard of George?
Get you some white friends, bro. You get
Have
over there.
you heard Jorts before?
No.
Have you heard of jorts? No. You ain't never heard
a good
of
one,
And
though.
Ray's the coolest dude I know.
Hold on, bro.
If Ray doesn't know, then
The hippest dude.
You know
oh,
what
look, he
George
knows.
is?
Of course I know.
Give me
what
some.
George
Give me
are.
some. Come over here and give me some, baby. Straight like that. My protege. 2 times. Shake it off, baby.
show him your hat. Show him your
You know
hat.
what I'm saying? And then knock
Show him
this
your
hip
hat.
out a little bit.
Show me your hand.
Look at his new hat.
Ray got me a hat.
Bro, it's a redhead. It better not be Make America Great Again. I swear to God.
Gangland.
Let me see. Oh, because that's his nickname right there.
We call him the
Okay.
Gangland Landlord.
Gangland Landlord.
Oh,
He the-
okay,
he
Gangland
the,
Landlord.
He's the Manhattan Beach Mozzie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he really owned the houses and he's a landlord. So,
Oh, okay.
you know what
That
I'm
makes
saying?
sense.
Yeah.
It goes with him.
So you found love.
I found love.
What did that do for you as
Like, no, hold on, let me think.
No, because this is huge. This
This is huge.
Yeah,
Like, are we talking like Art LeBeau?
Oh God.
How many have you ever gave him that dedication on Art LeBeau? Art LeBeau gonna hit you with the mwah. You know what I'm saying? Is that,
No,
it wasn't that deep, or that's kind of the extreme.
Yeah, that's a little extreme, but the weekend, every weekend, I was looking forward to that, and
More than like going to the yard and
yeah, of
doing-
course,
doing those
yeah.
things.
I love spending time with her, my little girl. It was just amazing. Me
Were
and
you
her
functioning different as a homie at the time because you're aware like I have something special for me at the end of the week?
Exactly. Did it make you second guess the decisions you were making?
honestly, it took a couple years after that. I was still being selfish. I was still being ignorant, arrogant. I thought I could have both worlds. Okay, I have my Jackie at the time, my girlfriend, my little girl, and I'm still gonna do my own BS on the side. And
How'd that work out for you?
Jackie's by the book. She's law abiding,
By the book.
by
Yeah.
the book.
Good.
And
Yeah.
I didn't want to expose her to any of that lifestyle. And once my little girl fell in love with me, I knew that if I messed up, it was gonna affect her, and I knew that. if something happens on the yard and I go to the shoe, they're gonna extend my stay because I have 2 priors.
Right.
So
Then
I know
you might get moved.
Oh yeah, I might go up north somewhere. It's not gonna be the same. So it came to a point where I had to change my whole frame of thought. Like, no, I'm not alone anymore. It's now me, Jackie, and Callista, my little girl. And
What does that mean? That sounds familiar. Does that have a meaning to it?
Callista?
Yeah.
Fairest, most beautiful.
The only other Callista I know is Callista Flockhart.
that's the only one I've ever.
Yeah, it's the only one I've heard of.
Ellie McBeal.
Yeah.
Who is that?
She's married to
I can't.
the guy Han Solo. Like,
Harrison Ford?
she's married to
Is that
Harrison
right?
Ford. They've been married for years.
Harrison Ford, stop flying them damn airplanes, bro. You too old. You crashing airplanes everywhere.
On the
bro.
golf course,
On the
he did.
freeway, golf course. You just get out and walk away. The fuck, dog?
Yeah, he's always crashing like a golf course.
So you have this newfound love. You got a kid in your life.
Yeah.
That's that. You know, you don't want to taint that purity. You know
Exactly.
What I'm saying?
And
And
he
then
went 2 years, he said.
karma.
Yeah.
Because at the end of it, that karma is gonna eat you up. Like, damn,
Yeah.
How did that 2 years? You said 2 years. So you
2
stopped
years,
it at
so-
2 years. Did something happen?
Yeah. In fact,
you got to whoop somebody out.
no.
No.
No. Not. Thankfully, no. So let me backtrack a little. We were talking about the marriage, right? So she asked me if I would ever consider it one day, and I told her, yeah, maybe, but not right now. I can't get those. And I go, why would you want to get married? And she goes, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I love you. You love my daughter. She loves you.
Ain't that sweet?
And
God damn it.
and still, so we went through the whole process of getting married. So we ended up getting married in March 2016, and I told her, okay, but don't expect family visits. Remember, I can't give you that.
Right.
And sure enough, the following year, 2017, the law went into effect that we can now get them.
Who found out first, you or her?
I think we both did. On the
Because you
yard
know when
team,
you're in those
He
groups
was-
that they're women, like news travels really
Boy,
fast.
he was out there in that yard the next day, 1,000 burpees.
Right,
Let me get
running
50
track.
packs of oysters out the canteen. You know what I'm
tuna,
saying?
and sit-ups, and man.
Yeah,
So
that's
I have
awesome.
a question for you, Jackie. What is the mind state of a woman in this situation? Whereas, how are you able to process in your mind to be like, I'm not finna talk to nobody else? That's the ultimate sacrifice, and that shows a complete control over your physical body. That shows your brain, soul up there is on a whole nother level. What is that? Because loyalty is very hard to find, and commitment is hard to find. You know, I know a lot of dudes that are in prison. I was one of them. Look, if we get this family visit, I don't care who you talk to out there. As long as when you here, you and me.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I understand because it's the world that we live in, you know, and I don't want to be heartbroken at the end of the day. You tell me something, dudes in jail, all we have is our word. And when you talk to a woman, it's a different level than the homies. This is intimate. This is just business. You know, so how are you able to do that?
It's just how it's been. It's just I'm a loyal person. So if I'm with you 100%.
Shout out to the ride or dies. Right. If you ain't got it, you need to go get it.
They're out
You
there.
know what I'm saying? Wretched
Yeah.
is getting played out. That damn y'all, all that sexy red music
Yeah.
going on. So
I hear the rumors on the yard that we're gonna get our family visits back. I tell her, she tells me, yeah, that's what I heard on online with the rest of the wives. I'm like, okay. So that January, I submitted. I said, you know what the hell with this? I'm gonna try it and see. And one day, they're passing out mail, and I get the slip, family visit date. I forget, what was it, a June or something? June, whatever date it was. And I'm looking at it like, what the hell?
yeah.
I went
Yeah.
back, grabbed my cell
That'd
phone,
be
I
so
took a
great.
picture of it, sent it to her,
Right.
sent it in the mail. I go, hey, we're on.
We are.
I'm over here jittery, like, oh shit.
Yeah,
my
I can
stomach's like,
imagine. Okay, how long
eh.
have you been down at that time?
At that time, I was 15 years.
Okay.
So I'm over here jittery, thinking, oh crap, it's gonna go down. Like, damn. And all the guys are they don't believe me because I'm the second lifer on that yard to have gotten it. So they're like, what do you mean? They probably made a mistake. I know that law passed. Lifers could get them. Look.
Hey,
Started
that's
showing
crazy
everybody
how
the
hard
slip.
it is for people on the yard, especially in that environment, to accept any kind of good news coming their way.
Exactly.
Your mind like refuses to.
Everybody's in denial about everything.
Like,
I was in denial. I was
Yeah,
like, man,
and you're
maybe-
looking at the thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we're June, those 3 months waiting for my family visit were the longest months of my life because Man, so everybody starts clowning me, saying, "Oh, you're gonna be a 1 minute man." I don't care. I'm telling her like, "Hey, baby,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be like a
Okay,
couple
what they
seconds."
say?
A 1 minute man. Yeah, it's been 15
I
years.
had to start by that too.
Right?
Like,
I didn't care.
be
I'm like,
prepared
cool.
for a quick one, a quick fail.
Oh, I
Right,
heard
look,
her.
you gotta tell them, look, this first one, this first two, I'm like, But after that,
It's on.
your
Yeah.
ass is grass.
Yeah,
Once
so
I
I'm
get my
telling you
stamina
that.
up,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
for
over.
real.
It's over.
Yeah,
What?
so we get our first family visit, and the following year, throughout this time, I'm appealing the second conviction, the 30 years to life. So my wife's been a blessing. Ever since I've been with her, good things started coming my way. We get our family visits out the way, in the works. The appeal comes through. They overturn it again, right? So
Oh, for the second?
This
Yeah.
is how long after the family visits?
the following year.
So things are starting like once a year. You're getting
It
like
just
something
snowballed.
good.
Every
All right.
just blessings after blessings.
So in your mind, are you like, man, I ain't gonna be going through this bud. Like, come on, stop playing.
Yeah.
It's
After
way too much good news.
After I
Were you
killed the
comfortable?
second conviction, after the second conviction, I told myself I'm not gonna get this on appeal. The first time was luck.
Yeah,
The second time I'm not gonna get struck by lightning twice.
but
It happened.
we all know from our experience of being in prison how people become comfortable,
Yeah.
especially when it feel good. So you already were accepting life.
Yeah.
Did you become content with life? Because you're like, look, man, this is close to the world I'm gonna get. I got family visits, I
Yes.
got this, that, the other.
Yes.
So you basically like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember, on top of that initial life sentence, I still had another one in prison.
Yeah.
So I thought there was no end in sight.
Those are the degrees of it right there, bro. You see, so I seen the degrees because shit, I was there and I seen some of my homies there doing certain things. So dudes that sell dope on the yard, it's a 1 degree right there. Now I got money. Some people become content and happy with that. I could live the rest of my life in here as long as I'm making millions. So you got the 2nd degree. I got a cell phone. This little thing provides me access to the entire world.
Exactly.
I can see anything on video chat. That's another piece of the recipe. Then you get a family visit. I can see how dudes be like, you know what?
I'm cool. I was content.
Right.
This is as good as it gets.
What took you to be like, shake that shit off, bro? Like,
The second, or when they overturned the second conviction.
oh.
Yeah.
Did you have to go back down?
How long
I
after?
did.
You hated that.
I hated it.
That glass visit.
Exactly. My
From a
daughter
family
hated
visit
it.
to a glass visit.
Bro,
Exactly.
That's like,
Yeah.
man, that's and it's
So-
only 30 minutes, right? Or an hour?
Yeah, 30 minutes. They bumped it up to 30 minutes. So I'm going back for shooting into an occupied vehicle. Okay, so I'm thinking, okay, my max is 5 years. Now the judge has the discretion to either impose the 25 years to life or not. I'm thinking, I don't think they're going to do it this time. I'm going to come back. The max is 5 years.
Because really, in actuality, they can bring you back to court, they can resentence you, but they can't give you more time than you already
Exactly.
have. So you basically like,
I was content. Again, I was
shoot,
content.
yeah, like, all right, whatever. shoot
What's
the
the
shot.
worst that can happen? I'm on the yard. I get family visits. I'm cool. It's
Right.
my life.
Damn.
I didn't expect this. One day I go to court out of the blue just to postpone. My lawyer was in trial with another client.
Paid
And-
lawyer, state appointed?
She was a paid lawyer who then went got assigned to my case.
Okay.
So she stuck with me. Colleen Iraheta, law offices.
There you go.
Yeah.
Colleen.
Shout out, Colleen. Wherever you are. So the DA out of the blue says, hey, we're going to refile murder charges. And I'm sitting there like, well, my heart dropped. I'm thinking, oh, crap, here we go again. It's going to be a 3rd trial for murder. So we filed an emergency appeal all the way to the California Supreme Court. They shoot it down. They said that the DA again has the discretion to refile murder charges. So
Yeah, all right, let's go back upstate.
yeah. So
Yeah.
no,
That's crazy.
actually, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to postpone. Let's go to trial. Come on. DA counters with, okay, we're gonna offer a 21-year manslaughter deal. I'm like, nope.
Hold on, bro. Like, you got balls for that. So they said 21 years,
Yep.
and you can go home. Determine the sentence.
No, remember, I have consecutive sentences
Oh,
in prison.
I thought they had already wiped the board. I was
That's
like,
why
this
they
fool
offered me this.
crazy.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm looking at my attorney. I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm going to take these 21. I still got 8 years to do for one thing, then a 23 years to life sentence for another one. I said, nah, they're going to have to earn this life sentence. Let's go to trial. Let's go. I'm ready. I got nothing to lose. So my lawyer tells the DA no. He said, no, we're going to go to trial. The DA comes back, counters, and says, okay, look, we'll offer you 21-year manslaughter deal. All your in-house cases are going to run concurrent. I said, whoa, okay. Now we're talking.
That's crazy.
Oh, now we're talking.
But so they're taking the 23 to life sentence and running it concurrent
to the 21.
So they're basically just removing the L's and putting the other ones inside the 21, right?
No.
Go ahead,
okay.
Oh yeah, I see some shit.
So I'm doing the 21-year manslaughter.
Okay.
In between those 21 years, I got convicted for another assault in High Desert in 2006. Oh, well, excuse me, 2007. So in 2007, the 8 years are running. After those 8 years, which is 2015, the 23 years to life kick in. So I still have a life sentence for an in-house. So my lawyer, we go over a game plan. She goes, we'll file habeas and try to get it knocked down to a determined sentence from 23 years to life to at least six year sentence, a determined sentence for a simple assault. I'm like, okay, sounds plausible. We could do it, and I'll go home. And so I sign off. I come back to prison. I'm writing everybody. I'm writing the 1170D law kicks in. I'm writing CDC, review my case. I'm in here for a life sentence.
1170D, that was a big one.
They hate me.
Yeah, I wrote
record. I write everybody.
Exactly. I was harassing everybody.
If I don't get my response on that 20, I'm probably the reason why they got rid of the new 22 form.
Oh, yeah.
Look, this receipt say 7 days. You need to respond. If I
they got rid of those.
Yeah, I said I'm probably the reason, because that receipt, man, look, we sending this to SAC.
Hey, they hated those because that mail call, they had to stop and do all the signing and all that.
But they worked.
It was causing them to take accountability for the bullshit
absolutely.
they was doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly.
Hey, much credit to him. Like, like on a lot of YouTube channels, people like tell these insane prison stories that are so unrealistic, like about what they do. You can tell the difference, especially us that know, like when you're in High Desert, I did my thing over there, and you just moved on. Like, you know what, doing your thing in High Desert, you know what I mean?
Right. Like,
but thank you for not glorifying that, because there's a lot of BS that's out there.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's people have forgotten. I don't even say they forgot. They become so arrogant and so egotistical and so just idiotic with the way that they handle their business or they speak about certain stuff. And when they tell these stories and they glorify it for a non-educational purpose or for people to realize that this isn't the life that you want to live, and they speak about shit, why are you talking about these people who have stuff done to them? Or somebody who could have the potential to go home. You talking about, I went and did this with the homie over here. He's still in jail, bro.
Yeah.
That can go to his parole board hearing, and he in there denying something, and you feel me? Like, why do that? For what? A few $100? Because you want to be seen, you want to be heard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go be seen at building a career or something, or helping some kids out, or minding your fucking business.
Exactly.
Point blank.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
I had a moment there.
That's true. So, so I get back to, okay, after I took that deal, I kind of saw a little light at the end of the tunnel. I said, okay, maybe I could get those 23 years knocked off to 6, and I'll go home. That's when I really told myself, I got to stop BSing. I haven't gotten in trouble, and I'm going to keep it that way.
Because the family visits kind of kept you clean a little bit.
It did. It did. It kept my nose clean. I didn't want to get involved.
Man.
I was just like,
what
you know
blessing.
what? I'm going to do my thing and try to.
It's crazy to see life is lining up for you right there.
For real.
Yeah.
Like that,
Everything's falling into place.
Yeah.
You couldn't even believe it, probably, huh? Like, man, this, like, for real, this happening to me, like.
Yeah.
So now I had to wait on a Hail Mary for this habeas. So in the process, again, I rehired Colleen O'Hara, law offices. Colleen. So we hired her to handle the habeas. There was some case law that went against me. Case laws, other previous rulings against other individuals with the same related case. So there was case law against me. There was another case of a guy assaulting staff while serving a life sentence for murder. Got it overturned, knocked off. Came back to court and tried to appeal this other assault by a lifer, the same case that I got, 9/11 case. And the rulings came down saying no, because your mentality at the time was, I have nothing to lose. I'm going to wreck the world. And once I read that, there was no way in hell I was going to do it myself because I was planning on filing it myself. But when I saw that, I said, no, I need somebody that actually.
What is your level of stress at this time? Like that's writing an appeal. Have you written an appeal before? Like
No, not. I had somebody in the law library helping me, but not on my own.
that is some of the most stressful shit to.
Yeah.
Like the reading and trying to write stuff down. Like it's and then the people. You know, you got those prison fake legal beagles.
Yeah.
You don't know who to trust to talk to when it comes to that, and it's like
They just want their $200.
yeah. I want half an oatmeal. I want half an oatmeal.
They want their package for the
French fries and hot
They
chips.
want their $200 package.
For real,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's you don't know who to trust, and it's a language of its own.
Yeah.
And one mess up can cost you.
Exactly. So I'm reading the case law in the law library. Once I read this case that goes against me, I just sank into my chair and I was in despair. I wanted to break down in there. You know, I just held it in because my thing, okay, I could do the time, but I don't want my wife, my kid doing the time with me. So I'm just like, I'm
And
slowly
that's-
going to the depression, like, damn,
that's
I'm never
mandatory.
getting out of here.
Yeah,
man.
that's so important too.
Yeah.
Because I used to always tell myself, like, I'm built for this. I can handle this. Not so selfish, not even realizing I'm dragging my whole family
Yeah.
and everybody that loves me along with me.
And there was times when I told her, you know what, just go, just let me be, and she goes, no, we're gonna write this out. We hired Colleen O'Hara, and
Colleen, law office, Colleen O'Hara.
law offices.
Yeah.
So we
holla
hired.
at her.
She jumps on it. She goes, yeah, we're gonna figure this out. And while that's going on, that's when I actually tell myself, you know what, I want something different. I gotta immerse myself in self-help, this development. I gotta grow as a person.
That was your moment.
Yeah, that was my moment. There was other key moments, but that was one of them.
Okay.
And my little girl is gonna grow up. She's gonna ask me, like, "What's this place? So what did you do years ago? Why are you still here, Dad?" And I wanted to give her answers. So I started signing up for a different kind of self-help groups.
And you're somebody at this point that has no life skills. Like all your knowledge, everything is through the lens of gangs
That's it.
and that type of education.
That's it.
Prison education, like
I grew up in there.
yeah, absolutely.
You grew up in there, and then before that, I don't know if people know about the old Inglewood. We ain't talking about new Inglewood. That's what's that word they're using? What's that G word?
Gentrified?
Yeah, gentrified. On bird scooters and frisbee in the local park.
Bird scooters.
Inglewood is man, you know, and that was y'all beef with everybody.
Well, I had some
Everybody.
family from Culver City, so I was a little bit close.
No,
you know,
no, Inglewood. Well, no, in your generation, the Culver City boys, and that was
it was different.
So it was. It hit different, like they say on TikTok. That thing hit different.
yeah.
But there's hope, and then there's shut down. You said you weren't eating, or could you?
No.
eat? Or like
I
what?
was eating. No, that moment of despair that I felt, it was short-lived. I usually get over things quick.
What were your coping skills of doing that? Was it? Did you have coping skills before entering these self-help groups?
No, my thing was just tough it out. You know, thankfully I was one of those that didn't turn to drugs.
Right.
I didn't. You know, I would just go back to myself. I was taking college classes, so that was my thing. I would just
Did
read.
they have college in Calipat?
Yeah,
What,
they had
who was it?
Coastline and they have on campus Imperial Valley College.
Calipat had Volks. Yeah,
Yeah.
They had a lot of
Imperial
Volks.
Valley.
They
out
actually
Okay.
have a lot of programs now. So
They do.
You know,
What are the Volks they have right there?
they have computer CRT, which is computer related
Yeah.
technologies.
Okay.
They have carpentry, and they just reopened HVAC.
Did they have janitorial?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they did.
janitorial, yeah.
They had those. On Bravo Yard, that's what they had. On the other yards, I think they have electronics and
And was it located behind the wall?
behind the wall.
So this is one of those educational moments right
Yeah.
there. So describe what going to a class, what you have to do to go to a class, because I describe it as I gotta go get freaking demeaned in front of a group of men, take off all my clothes,
Twice a day.
and
In
bust
and
that.
out.
I gotta
In
go.
or in?
You gotta go
Mason.
bust that thing open to get your ass to class.
It's that
basically,
little bungalow, right? Where you go through all the
Yes.
Yeah,
houses?
aluminum
little
can,
bungalow.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
always hot.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
long hallway. So describe what it ain't, because you didn't have to go to class. You didn't have to go to, like Brian said about the ABE ones. You're like, I got life. What do I need to do this for? Like,
Yeah.
So describe doing that. The process. I got to get up in the morning and go there.
So,
And how long did it take you to get into classes? It take years.
Yeah, and 2019 was for the first time I was ever assigned to any group.
How many years is that?
17 years in.
Yeah, no,
Same
yeah.
here. I didn't
yeah,
get
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got assigned to first anger management. That was cool. I liked
After
the group setting.
after 17 years.
And you're starving at this point to go learn some skills.
Something.
And learn. Yeah,
something.
Yeah. I remember
so I
that.
get assigned to that, and I get a little ducket for a computer. Before I became the TA in computers, I was actually a student.
Oh, you were the TA
Yeah.
and CRT?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy Duke was the
Yeah?
TA and CRT. He's out too, man. Another lifer, man. He did 32 years.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
my boy.
Yeah. So first I was a student, and so behind the wall, we have to go to the little bungalow, give them ID, strip down real quick. We have to wear our boots, even though I'm in a computer class, and yeah, like you said, it's demeaning. I have no
Yeah.
idea why we're getting stripped down.
Right.
You know, I'm not gonna cheek a keyboard or a mouse on my ass, you know, coming out with it, you know, the USB cord hanging on my ass. So I'm like, come on, man. But I'm just rolling with the punch. I don't want to cause any mess. You know, I'm just going along with it.
That's the sacrifice that you're making to get educated. Like,
Exactly.
And that's what people, they take education for granted. It's somebody right now that is stripped down butt naked every day in front of a group of men.
Just to learn.
just to
go in
learn
and
something.
out, yeah.
Just to learn.
And I like computers, so that was my thing. So I really wanted to go in there and learn how to relearn actually how to Excel, Word, PowerPoint. I was actually excited about it. I would write to my wife and tell her, look, I'm in a new program.
Did you start
I really
typing
like
your
it.
letters?
No, I didn't have no printer. I
Oh,
could have
you
no
had a
printer,
printer.
but I would just come
Especially
back and
with
let
the
her
TA,
know.
yeah. I don't think you probably ever
Yeah.
wrote a letter again, right?
Yeah.
Fancy with the borders and the...
You right?
Yeah,
Hearts
yeah.
all around.
Yeah.
Double line spacing.
I used to work in the
and-
Central Library. It would be in Ironwood. It's right across from the CRT. Yeah, I had
Yeah.
the copy machine over there too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I complete. Oh, well, actually, I got in during the COVID. So most of my learning was in the cell.
Yeah.
The teacher would pass out the packets,
I
chapter
remember that.
1, Excel. So I would have to sit there and learn everything. And once they lifted the restrictions, I would go back to the classroom, and I would take 2-3 tests a day. I would tell her, just give them to me. She goes, are you sure you're ready? I'm like, yeah. You know, I'm a little smart. You know, I realized in prison I was actually intelligent. So I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I got this. She'd give me the test. I'll knock them out, pass them. And she was like, hey, you're actually learning this stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty good at this. And she liked my work ethic, how I was respectful to her. And she asked me one day, like, hey, would you want to work? And as a TA, and I'll tell you, know what, I'm interested. That's gonna look good on my behalf, and I'll have more hands-on training, more practice with this Excel, because you lose what you don't use.
Yeah.
So I became a TA. At the same time, I started doing a bunch of correspondence courses, self-help. You know, shout out to Gogi.
Like prep and
Prep.
Gogi. Yeah.
Gogi.
Gogi.
That belly breathe. That belly
That
breathe.
came in handy a lot of times.
That belly breathing. Yeah, Gogi will get you right. I used to love that class.
Using
boy.
boss of my brain.
The boss of my brain on the real.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Gogi. We see y'all every
Yeah.
prison doing your thing.
Coach Taylor.
Coach
Taylor,
Taylor,
yeah.
The book with all the pictures in there. Yeah. Don't
Man.
cheat yourself. Treat yourself, man. Get you some Gogi in your life.
Yeah.
Don't be too hard on the yard to go get you some Gogi. That shit really works.
I signed up for Inside Out Riders, How I Met Ray.
That's why I met Ray too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Inside
a
Out
great
Riders.
program.
Yeah.
Yeah, great program. So while I'm doing all the self-help, my lawyer files a habeas, and it goes through. They answer our prayers. The judge grants it. It doesn't take off the L though. You know, so it went from 23 years to life to 9 to life. They took off the double up and the 5-year prison prior. So it's a win. It's a bittersweet. I won, but I still have a life sentence.
Mm-hmm.
I told Jack, hey, you know what? I still got the life sentence. I should be going to board soon. Once recalculates on my time, I think they're gonna rush me into board. Sure enough, now it's 2022.
Were you doing board prep already? Like, were you preparing like portfolios?
I signed up. No,
Hey,
not
check
yet.
this out. The packets that my board pack that I gave Ray, they were flooded over there at Calipat with my stuff.
Yeah,
That's such a great thing. I worked really hard on that, man. That thing means a lot to me, man. That was a hard thing. I spent the whole COVID, like 2 years. We were shut down, like with my composition books and reading things and trying to understand concepts and stuff. So yeah, feels good that people could use it, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I took a bunch of copies since I was working back there in the computer room.
And you mentioned a moment ago that they answer your prayers. So, did you have God in your life, or did you find God?
It was hate-love relationship. You know, I know he's there looking out for us, but at the same time, it's like, is it really there? I don't know. You know, if he was here, he wouldn't allow all this to happen, me hurt people.
But now
and I was like, he was looking out. He blessed me with the sun, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so
I mean, he reveals himself in his time, you know. But
preparing you in
and you're going through a period of like, you know, you're getting your character built and all that, and a time of growth. I love that. I remember that time when you're learning new stuff and like kind of for the first time feeling proud of yourself a little bit.
Exactly.
Man, he hit you with the hashtag, I'm gonna make you a believer.
Yeah.
You gonna,
Where you at now?
Yeah, you're gonna find out something. Don't you ever doubt me. Like,
Man. And it happened. And so I was preparing. I told myself, you know what? If they do grant me this habeas, I'm gonna go to board. I don't want to get caught with my pants down, stuttering in front of the commissioners. So I prepared for about 3 years. I was going to class, just reading all kind of material. Even if I wasn't in the class, I would ask for copies. I'll go make copies on my own from other guys that are in the classes. I would ask for other people's parole packets, just go through them and see what I could use, what I would, you know, if I could make it better, make it my own.
You got a gift. Have you noticed his gift?
Well, I mean, I could clearly see an intelligent person. Yeah.
He can speak.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can speak and you don't fumble over your words. Your posture is right. You got what I wanted to get when I got out. I want to be a square look. You know what I'm saying?
And I like it.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I
took on that square look in prison. And I was like, you know what?
Yes.
I don't even care how I look. The other guys are still shaving their heads and doing this, want to work hard. I know what I've done. I know what I can do. And I'm not afraid of that person. I'm afraid of me because I have a short fuse. And so the best way is take myself out of the equation and I'll be fine. And sure enough,
did you adopt the philosophy of point A to point B, no in-betweens?
Yes. I'm walking through the yard, back to my cell. Hey, what's up, fellas? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, man? I got to go back to my cell and do something real quick.
I got a phone call.
And for the records, I think like most people, I know, like, I think this is across the board through the different races and stuff. When they see somebody like on the 4 yards, like attempting to do something better for themselves, I always felt nothing but support. Like they would consciously say, I'm the opposite of you. I had a major, horrible drug habit. So they would make it a point, like saying like, hey, don't give him anything to pass cell to cell. Because if you say, I don't, at any time, hey, you need something going somewhere, I got you, you know? But they would make it a point, like, you know, and it was just them, like, these are people full-blown in the life and addiction and politics, all that.
I show one of my homies who don't give loans nothing.
Yeah.
On the real, don't give him nothing.
Yeah. I had to get, like, certain things in my world blocked off to where I couldn't. But these are people that are supposed to be terrible people, like, actively showing compassion, even though they probably wouldn't admit it or acknowledge it. They were. It was a straight act of love coming from these people, you know?
And these are guys that are out there a threat to the community. You know, whenever I was hungry, somebody offered me a soup. Always. You're not gonna go hungry. You're not gonna go to sleep hungry. Somebody's gonna give you food. I gave countless. Man, I've given so much food out, and I received it too. So
it just comes.
We're a community.
And
you know,
people, once again, we get to this world that's out here that views things they view things in a black and white image, or they see it in a black and brown image, and they think, oh, these dudes being there beefing and doing all this and doing all that. My first package I ever received in prison came from Speedy from Pacas. On the real, I remember it because I had that YA mentality.
Shout out to the P-Town.
On the real, shout out to my boy Speedy from Pacas. We used to call him Ciabatta because he had a big ass head.
Okay.
But he called me to the cell one day. He was like, man, you in there with Skimp? And I'm like, yeah. He like, you know, hey, just so you know, homie, whatever you think, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? You got anything down? I'm like, nah, man, I'm trying to, you know, I went and got me some black and I bust me down that thing 4 ways. I'm finna get this $400 real quick. I got to. I ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? And so he was like, man, go make a package. So I'm scared now. So you know, you hear the stories. Man, don't accept nothing from nobody, especially not no essays, because you go home like 3 times more.
What the heck? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, bro. Like, they don't do it. And the homie was like, nah, they good. And then that opened the door to that, but it also opened the door to me learning, because after that, I know I can go to this culture. Hey, teach me how to draw. Teach me how to sharpen these tattoo needles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you go to the hole, you gotta go holler at the Pisces. Why?
Because brothers don't know how to make fishing lines. We'll have a whole sheet out there hanging over there. The soup ain't gonna fit under the door unless you got that line without them big knots in it. So you gotta make these unusual acquaintances. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta cross paths. So that takes away that whole image that everybody else. Oh, these dudes is like that. Look, when it's business, it's business.
And that's what a lot of people portray. They especially staff.
Yeah.
CDCR. Oh, these guys are racist. They stick to their own. And
this guy used to be in Corcoran on the boxing bag like with us. Big dog there and everything, just chilling, boxing with it, everything. Yeah, I done always.
And I didn't see. It was a few times where old boy was right there, and some dudes would come up that haven't been on the yard before, so they'll walk over there and they'll see me and they give me the mean mug, and I look at them, they look at me, and then old boy would come over like,
yeah, it's my
nah, homie,
don't worry about that.
What I'm saying, like and they look like all right, you know what I'm saying, but it goes to show like. Certain people are able to do certain things to get where they need to be. Because if I didn't learn the things that I learned from my brown folks, I wouldn't be able to sit right here. If I was so restricted and just absent-minded, like, fuck them or they got this going on, where would I be at right now?
Ignorance holds you back.
On the real.
And I told him, too, how we met. And that's, the foundation of our show where, we say, this friendship should have never happened. Because while there's the respect and everything was always there, it's just... he's over there with the Bloods, and I'm over here with the homies. There's really no reason for us to interact.
Didn't talk. We even worked. We was in the recycling crew. We didn't talk for about like have an actual who your mama and them, how the kids doing. We didn't do that for about we was working together for about a year and a half. It took a damn dog.
Yep.
A dog, bro.
A dog.
And then from there just a dog. You know what I'm saying?
You still find some guys like that in prison that they want to stick to their own and. Oh, no, I don't want to talk to them. And, all right, hold yourself back. I network. I try.
Yeah, same.
If I wouldn't have networked, I wouldn't have received so much help preparing for board from the whites, blacks, white people.
Same.
Different groups, ethnicities. And, man,
and it exposed things.
All the information, the books, and the knowledge. And, man, that's why I always feel like I'm ahead of the game because I never had those hang-ups. I mean, I always played by the rules, but I never really...
I had 7 months to prepare for board.
Wow.
7 months.
And they supposed to give you 3 years to prepare for the board. They say it takes
Yeah.
The thing that I didn't have an initial hearing. What is it called?
The doc hearing, not the doc.
No, it's called
you sit down with one of the commissioners.
Consultation
hearing. I didn't have one of those.
Before.
I didn't have one of those because when they recalculated my time, they realized I was supposed to see board in 2021, so they just rushed me in there. Throw me to the wolves. They thought I was prepared.
And nobody was getting granted right there.
I had signed up for ARC, a board prep.
Did ARC go there?
Yeah.
Who was the ARC? Who are the life coaches over there?
I never went to class. I can't remember the names.
Yeah.
I heard the guys.
Was it? I
didn't go because I was on the waiting list.
Somebody, I was going to say, somebody ARC right now gonna be watching this like, why you talking about ARC if your ass didn't go?
Yeah, that's true. But I signed up for all that, and they had me on the waiting list for
the waiting list is long.
Yeah, for a long.
Yeah.
I understood that. So, like I said, I would reach out to the guys going to actual ARC and taking the classes, and I would read their literature. And excuse me though, I did take our ARC correspondence course.
Okay.
So I did.
Were you telling your daughter Dad's getting ready to come home, or were you like, I don't want to say this and Dan?
Yeah, but there were some times where I was really excited and I would drop hints like, by the way, she plays hockey. So I would tell her, I'm going to practice hockey.
Oh, I got to see this.
Hockey.
We got video of this?
Yes.
She out there,
She out there. She
like
knows
the
how
ice
to body
man?
check
She out there with
ice. Ice.
A savage like that?
We just had a session yesterday. We went to Centinela Park, started moving the puck around back and forth, and I was waiting to do that with her. So I would drop hints saying, when I come home, I'm gonna do this with you. She's like, what? So you're not gonna work here no more? She thought I was at work. I'm like, I'm at work. Yeah. She hasn't heard the whole story, and I'm waiting for maybe a couple years to let her know what's going on, what went on. But so I did drop a few hints to her, and once it took about 2 months after the habeas got granted for CDCR to recalculate everything, and they told me, okay, you're going in March. Like, damn, I had 7 months. So I was doing college, I was doing self-help, I had a full-time job as a TA, and now I had to do my board prep.
Well, you're actually preparing for the psych first, right?
Yeah.
What was that like?
And you got
Scary.
a moderate.
Was it
on the
4
side.
hours?
Nah, about 2.5.
Was
You're
it the
boring
lady?
hearing?
Was it the skinny lady?
It was.
She be asking some weird ass questions,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh.
The lady, she real skinny. She'll come in there with like the little Gucci bag.
Mine was on video. Mine was
she
on
came
video.
and sat right next to me,
Yeah?
put the computer, and I'm like, what? Like, but I'm in my head, I'm like, I know you playing games with me.
Yeah.
You asking me these weird ass, like, come on. Like, at one point she asked me, like, do you like to engage in rough sex and watch group sex with groups of people? And I'm like, ma'am, I came to jail at 14. I've never had sex before. So I wouldn't be able to articulate any of those type of thoughts. But if I did have sex, I would want to have that type of sex. So, you know.
Mine, she asked me if I use any tools for sex. I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah,
no.
see?
Yeah.
Jackie, like,
Yeah.
They're just
like,
trying to get
what?
reactions. And stuff.
Yeah, exactly. They want to gauge, see where your truth is coming from. So
But she did when she went in, she kind of played me, but then she gave me a little leverage because I did have a case going on. But she went in there and said, although he is not violent, he is still very impulsive. So it's like, and so I went in there like, you know, well, we had the mock hearing, and I'm like, well, you know, impulsive could mean I could wake up today and tomorrow I want to have a mohawk.
yeah,
So why can't I have positive impulsive decisions?
yeah.
So that was my
You could sign up for college out of the blue.
and look, you
Okay.
know what? Yeah. Maybe I might want to get up and go bungee jumping, as long as I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I had 7 months to prepare, and everybody came to my aid. I said I'm going to board. Sure enough, everybody started popping up out of everywhere I went, in class, self-help groups, on the yard. Hey, I'm gonna give you something to read. Okay, I'm gonna give you something to read. Check this out. I'm like, damn, and that's when I felt it. Like, dude, we're a community.
Damn,
Right.
see, you can scour YouTube. You will not find this side of the prison story anywhere. You know,
Watch this,
it's
watch
not the
this.
most popular side of the story, but listen to this. Across the board, active GP, level 4, Calipad B yard, across the board, everybody's helping this man
Watch
who's
this.
seeking something further in life.
Give me 5 dudes. Well, if you can, 2 dudes from every race that are involved in helping you prepare for the parole board.
Ant from Compton.
Mm-hmm.
There was
BG Ant? Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's BJ.
Alright.
I met him through the computer class.
Yeah.
Then there's Brian. I forgot what he was from. He just was going on as Brian. There's Brian.
2 brothers.
Then Hispanic is from the Hispanic side. There was what's his first name? Dang, Shadow. Let me say Shadow.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Shadow. I forgot his
Romy Rome.
Patrick. There you go, Patrick Hernandez. Wherever you at. And Benny Aguirre. They came to my aid. Who else?
You got the
Man,
2
there's
whites.
a bunch.
So
There's a bunch of.
you can
dudes.
go across the whole color spectrum of people that are like, yo, I see it. I want to do it. Let's make it happen. I can sit here right now. We got Brian James. We got my boy Devious. We got Lamson. We got a big dude that was influential with me was always Pittsburgh.
Absolutely.
Brother Pitt. Brother Pitt was like,
Yeah, he was great, dude.
cool. I'm talking about if a pimp could be a Mac Daddy reincarnated. He had but he was always
He
saying,
was an old wise dude, man. He was in
Yeah.
the Bay Area. Old timer, gray hair. He used to carry a briefcase, walk with a limp. He worked in the law library.
yeah.
Always dropped these jewels on you, man. I gained a lot of wisdom.
full
from
of
that guy.
wisdom.
he's always telling me,
Absolutely.
he said, what he used to say, you know,
Active
I'm,
in the church.
I'm Muslim, you know, not the best Muslim, but I'm Muslim. And he's real active in the church. And he said, you know, when you find God, it's hard getting to the top, youngster. But it's even lonelier when you get up there. But if you really want to do it, come holler at me and I'm going to help you. And he used to be in the room. He's like, I used to come out. He the one told me about the, why you come out in the morning with that ugly ass face on, young man? Why you looking like that?
That's him,
You
yeah.
need to go back and look in the mirror and smile. You going to the parole board.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
you not smiling?
Start
Go
smiling.
onward,
Train
yeah.
your face to look positive. He used to be like, I was
Yeah,
like, damn,
yeah.
bro. Then he'd be like, you hungry? Yeah, let me get one of them burritos you got up there. You know what I'm saying?
Always
So,
cooking something up.
Always
chefing
got
up.
the whole day room busted. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Those are the
That's
moments
good, man.
That was
that you
great, too.
remember. Like, man, so when did you come to the conclusion in your mind, I'm ready for that next step? When did you know, like I'm about to go in here and this is him, Jim?
The day I learned of my parole board hearing date. That's when I knew it was in 7 months, and I told myself I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it. It's gonna be hard. I'm on a level 4 GP. They might tell me 3-year denial, but I'm gonna get it. And as the date got closer, I started backpedaling like, oh hell.
Yeah,
no.
that's what I asked you. Did you ever hit that point to where you're like, I was panicked until maybe the last week, and I was like, nah, I'm going home. I'm not accepting no other thought other than I'm out of here.
Mine was the opposite. My game plan was to cut off all their exits. I don't want them to deny me based on this, so I addressed every 115.
Nice.
So
128.
that strategy right there. So give dudes the game because you already paroled. So dudes dudes that's watching this inside there, you got 2 master locks key. You got the 2 master lock keys right here of ascertaining your freedom. This is the route to freedom right here. So you get to sit here and get from Brian James. What support letters? Let's break that down.
Okay.
How many support letters did you get?
I had about 10.
Okay.
10 full support letters. Friends, family.
Jobs? Did you have the job opportunity support letters or?
I did.
Okay.
I did, but what they wanted to see was support. If I have communal support, I did that. Like I said, I addressed every 128G. For that, that's a counseling.
Right.
Not 128G. Excuse me, 128B for it could
Verbal
be a
reprimand,
verbal
yeah.
warning.
Yeah.
Every 115, every write-up that I received.
How many? 115?
I only had 5.
So you had a 5.
I had 5 115s.
And complete accountability.
Complete accountability. Even for things I went to the whole in the county, I threw it out because I know they know about it.
Right.
So I threw it out to let them know exactly what I was thinking.
Remorse letters?
Yes, I wrote remorse letters to.
You identified
everyone
the
I
per
heard.
se victims by first name, last name.
Yes.
Okay.
Never asked the victim.
Right.
This person. No, I put their name, last name.
And within the remorse letters, how did you do that? Because that is a very delicate subject right there.
I did it.
Were they there? Were the families there?
No, they didn't attend. But when I wrote my remorse letters, I took it as if they were sitting in front of me. What would I tell this person? And I opened up my heart and I told them, you know what, I'm sorry. This is what I did to you was inexcusable. I did it because I believed in something that's idiotic.
Right.
It has no place in our society.
Hey, and that's the crazy part about the parole board. Like, you have to literally identify the problem, identify your condition, write a treatment plan, test out that treatment plan. If it works, write the, diagnose the problem, be prepared to articulate it, write the coping skills afterwards, like your treatment plan going forward. That's crazy.
You're your own psychologist.
And and it's crazy because you have to do this. You have to do this with pinpoint precision. Still keep your composure while speaking in a dialect of a culture and lifestyle that has nothing you've ever seen.
And the point of this is to say that the people that are free lifers or people that have gone through the parole board are people that have worked so hard to get out here.
Right.
Hard work to get out here.
Like it's
really tried to earn our way out here.
Psychologists. First, you got to see the psychologist. Then you're gonna sit in front of ex-warden. Like let's ex-warden has worked his way up from CO position to sergeant, lieutenant, captain, associate. He knows every in and out. So you can't sit here and be like, yeah, so the stabbing happened like this.
No.
He gonna be like,
Well, these are intelligent people.
Right.
They do parole
College
boards for a
educated.
living.
Yeah.
Amazingly smart people.
So you tell them the truth. I did it because
It's
I
that
wanted to
simple.
show off.
It's that
I
simple.
wanted to be accepted. I wanted to let the rest of the guys know I'm tough.
right.
And
And for
that's what they want to hear.
And I
for
get
the kids
praise
out
and I
there-
reinforced it, and I can't.
for the kids out there, the jig is up. There is no secret lifestyle. There is no secret life. None of it. You can Google everything on YouTube.
Waste of a life.
It's
waste
all
of talent.
Every secret, whatever you want to think that is out there. I don't give a damn what it is. It's there. Let it go, dog. If I could tell myself, go back to the age of 11 where all this shit started, I would be in college. I would be on some type of paddle boat somewhere with some shells in my dreads or something.
I would be a lawyer. Brian James.
Law
offices.
Brian James. Brian
Esquire.
Brian James.
Right?
Esquire. BJ Esquire.
Man.
And subscribe to Brian's new page, Lonely Fans. Lonely Fans out there. You know what I'm saying? Get your issue. Get your issue for you miscues. All right. So the night before.
He said lonely.
The night before, did you have that same like punch in the stomach that you had before trial?
No.
You didn't have no gut
to
feeling?
me, it was backwards. When I went to go see the psych, I shit you not, I was putting on my pants. My celly was on the top bunk. I'm putting on my pants. My hands were shaking. I've never gotten that in my life. Not even going through so many trials. Nothing. But this time my hands were shaking. I'm like, was it the coffee? I'm like, nah, it's not the coffee. I looked up my celly and I go, look at my hand. He's like, damn, you're shaking. I'm like, I'm shaking. I was terrified of this psych. I don't know if she's going to diagnose me as a psycho or what the hell, because I keep hearing the stories from other guys that, oh, she gave me a high, or this dude gave me a high for this, or
over there, I
know, and I'm just like, what
man,
the fuck?
Man, you know, dudes, fellas, keep this shit a buck when you go to that parole board. If you got denied for something, don't go back to the yard and say you got not denied for this, and don't say, oh, you know, they fucked me over.
Yeah.
You got a lot of dudes went in there and just did some straight J-Cat, gang goofy shit, and then they come out there and just, oh, they denied me for this. Now you in your cell, psyching yourself out.
Yeah.
You think you finna get shot down, so it's
it
that's
spreads.
it.
Yeah. And it hit me. I started panicking, like, oh.
When did you get rid of the phone?
When I went back to county in 2017.
For real?
Yeah.
And just was like, I'm done.
I came back and I told myself, first of all, I get off the bus, right? 2019. I go in a cell. My cellie goes, hey, I got a phone. That regulation kicked in where if you get caught with the phone,
family visit
gone for a year.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, damn, that was my motivation to stay away from it. Damn. Right? For selfish reasons.
But
Again,
the
selfish
homie,
reason. I'm the new guy. I can't say, hey, we'll get rid of that and we're living a new type of a new way of life. No, I'm the new first guy. So I tell him, all right, let me go to committee. Let me get classified to see if I'm allowed to stay on the yard. Maybe 180, 270. You got to go to committee first. I go, then I'll find a cell. I'll find another guy that's the same page as me. He goes, all right. I didn't make it. Cop is passing by doing regular count. Comes by the cell and goes, hey, guys, cuff up.
Oh.
I just came out of the yard and I'm washing my socks and cuff up. And I'm like, damn. Long story short, my cellie tries to take the rat. Cop goes, okay, cool. Hell no. I get hit with the 115.
Yeah. Constructive possession, because it was found in a common place.
Yes.
So if this goes with Pruno, this goes with a knife, this goes with a cell phone, this even goes with an SD card, battery, anything that's considered legal contraband, tattoo gun, porno magazine, and for the people who passed that
razor
rule
blade
a long time ago about dudes not being able to have porn in prison, that was bullshit. That was bullshit. You knew you was working in a male prison. If a dude ain't able to, come on now, you put condom boxes in the day room, but a dude can't sit in his cell and beat his meat. What the hell? What? That's the truth. So they hit you with constructive possession. He didn't even try to write that. Did you try to appeal it or?
No, we went to the 115 hearing.
Did they take the picture of it?
Yeah, everything.
Oh,
like it's
no wiggle room.
Oh my goodness. Oh. So we tell the hearing officer, my cellie goes up there and goes, hey man, this was mine. He was at yard. It was in my possession. It's mine. He looks back and goes, nah, there was a charger in there. Okay. That means you guys had plans for long-term use. I'm finding you both guilty. I'm like, oh, heck no. What am I going to tell Jackie?
Yeah, what did you tell Jackie?
I'm sorry, it wasn't my fault. No, but it was the truth. And I told her in visit, and she started crying. And I told her, that's when it hit me like, damn, this is what I was trying to avoid, bringing her down with me. And that's when I told myself, you know what, I'm gonna find cellies that are on the same page. I can't do this shit. So I'm going to do this year. I'm going to appeal it, but I'm going to get this year out the way and then get back to our family visits. And they shot down my appeal. COVID happened, so they shut down everything. So while I'm waiting for this to happen, they shot everything down. So
that was COVID. That was not to interrupt, but that was like I tell people, or they sit down, they talk about COVID, and you seen people getting taken out of their homes. They already in the body bag, and getting taken out of their homes on the streets. In prison, you seen warriors dwindle to nothing before your very eyes. Unable to fight, unable to have a chance. Dudes that you like, you see dudes that you look up to.
Yeah.
Just 7 days, done.
Yeah.
A cough killed my homie. A cough, like this dude withstand anything, and a cough. And dudes just sat. They didn't give nobody no medical aid. They didn't do none of that shit. There was no hospitals. They took you to the hole, left your ass in there, and said, "We'll come back and see if that shit."
Check your vitals. Like, what's that gonna do? Like, okay, my heart rate's up.
Deal?
What now? You know.
So, what happened next? Like, how was it? How was it finding a celly that's on the same page?
Not that hard because with all these new laws, new programs coming to the yards, a lot of guys actually have hope now.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I did see. I saw the change from this is our life, whatever comes our way, we're gonna handle it. To actually, there's possibility I might go home. So everybody's mentality is shifting. The whole.
That was what T Good said. T Good was like, what was it, 2009? There seemed to be just a shift. And like doors, well, it was after 2010, 2009.
I saw it around 2000. Actually, I saw it when I came back 2019 from county. It was
I
just
remember like
the whole vibe was different.
15.
Yeah, the whole vibe was different.
Right.
Just there's.
I mean, they open the door. You start to see people go home and let everybody out the shoe.
I have guys coming to me saying, "Hey, if you don't have if your celly left, would you mind I come in there? You know,
They know it's a safe.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
everybody's seeking each other out. If the knuckleheads want to stay with the knuckleheads, that's cool. You know, we're still there. Something happened. You know, we're on GP. We're still
had a
there.
building.
Yeah.
We was kicking dudes out the building. Hey, we finna find a homie in building because you over here messing up the program, bro. Look, bro. Look, man. Chill out, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's what about the time where you sitting right there before they come and rack the gate and you take that walk and you sit down in there and you look over to the screen.
You got to duck it the night before, right?
Yeah.
And the Los Angeles County District Attorney is like, I'm here on behalf of LA District.
No, they didn't show
They
up.
don't come no more.
Yeah.
Not even on the screen?
Nope.
Gascon don't let them come no more.
Nope.
What?
But sometimes the sheriff's department will send somebody like a proxy, but in mine, no DA.
But see, I was going for the life sentence I got in prison. So Kings County for that case. So LA had nothing to do with me anymore.
It was Miss Randolph?
No, it was another name. I was trying to recall it earlier. I can't remember her name.
She mean.
No, actually, Maya treated me with respect. They weren't trying to trap me. They were just inquiring a little more. The question were a little more in depth. Try to get a natural answer.
Did you fumble over anything?
No.
Not a single fumble?
I went
Any
in
question they
prepared.
threw at you by that point, you had already dealt with.
Yeah, I took all their. This is another tip.
Were you guys reading transcripts too in there? Board transcripts?
No.
On it? Oh, you guys didn't have those?
No, this is another tip for all the guys going to board. Address everything that you think they might ask you, because that's what I did. I stole all the thunder. By the time I sat down in front of them, I had answered every question they wanted to ask me in paper.
You did what Rabbit did on 8 Mile, remember? On freestyle?
I answered everything to the T. So they were just like, damn, what are we going to ask this dude?
Yeah.
He answered everything.
Yeah.
What were your causative factors? Because they have to ask me something.
Right.
Okay, it was this and this and that. What'd you get out of the crime? Selfishness, power. Okay, how do you feel that now that you should have gone home in 2016 if it wasn't for this in-house? I don't wake up bitter. I accept it. That's why I wake up with a smile.
I'm going to ask the question. All right, so we're going to do one mock parole board hearing in here right now. Because this is what they asked me.
I'm rusty.
This one, this for both of y'all right now.
All right.
Because this question came up and the psych asked this. So, if you're not an active gang member,
Okay.
why didn't you go to the SNY or PC yard?
I would love to answer
Didn't
that.
ask me that one, but let me see.
I would love to answer that.
Hold it.
Because I treat everybody with respect. I don't discriminate races, gangs. I'm able to function with everybody. I don't have any enemies. I don't fear for my well-being, and I have the same opportunities here that I will have on a protective custody yard.
Extra question. If you are such a good programmer and you've done all these programs, why is it yet almost close to 20 years you're still on a level 4 yard?
I'm gonna have to come back End of the year?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I
I'm
can't
glad they
say.
didn't ask me. Like, damn,
That's
you're
what they
right.
asked me.
Yeah?
They asked me both of those.
Well, you say because in my early incarceration, I was still a knucklehead. I hadn't dealt with any issues, and at the time, I had racked up so many points that even in my change, I'm unable to bring that level of points down.
Would you answer that question moving your hand in a lateral motion like that?
Of course not.
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you say it that fast?
No, 'cause, I'm on podcast zone right now. You know what I mean? Not pro board. Pro board, I was sitting there.
So that was the answer to why are you on level 4 still? And then let me ask the other question. If you are no longer an active gang member, you've done 14 years in the shoe, and you're still deemed an active gang member, why haven't you denounced the gang lifestyle and gone into an S&Y yard?
I mean, first off, because I haven't had any threats made on my life. I've never felt any threat on my life. Second is because I understand the change has to come between my ears. It's not a geographical change. I know no matter where I'm at, you can put me anywhere. If I'm in that mind state, I'm going to function in that mind state. And lastly, because I changed where I was at. They needed an example in the yard. They needed somebody, and it worked out because I ended up going to a level 3. I ended up becoming a trainer in the dog program. You just keep backing it up with things to back up why you're saying.
Okay. So
But that was always that question is designed for one reason, to spark the GPS and Y debate. Well, that's not going to mean I change, because if you do that, now you're passionate about the stuff. Now it means a lot. Now they know, like, you're defending something that needs no defending, really.
It just came back to me. They did ask, and my answer was that I was involved on the on-site college program through IVC. And when they asked me that, I did say I was granted an override, but I asked the counselor if I could be held until I finish what I started here at Calipat.
Right.
And yeah, they gave me an opportunity to say, I told them, if
That's
I
what
go
did
to
with the
another
dog
prison,
program. As soon as it's over, I was gone.
And
if I go to another prison, I would have to be on the waiting list. I want to take care of it now. This is very important. My education is very important. I would like to see it through, and I would appreciate if I'll be left here on this yard, to let me finish my.
And you've already created your little space right there where you're good. They know what you're about. You're already moving on the yard the way you do.
got about 4 or 5 bullet points, because we take this. Well, Ray takes it inside and shows it to the guys inside, so they're going to see this. So they get to sit down and take notes of these things. Pointed out about 4 good bullets. So he's saying, with the first thing he said about 10 minutes ago, exercise, exhaust all remedies.
Yeah.
Don't give them anything where they can be like, but you forgot this, you forgot this, you forgot this. So go to those, Olsen Review?
Olsen Review.
And get all that, get all your paperwork from court, get all that type of stuff. Brian came with the statement of, I've never been in fear. That was one of the things that I used. I said, if I can program and function in the most intense environments and be positive, then that goes to show that I can function anywhere. So you use a transference of energy. Remember when they said, if you can survive the county jail, you can survive anywhere?
Yeah.
So survive in an intelligent capacity to outthink, not manipulative, but outthink everything that's going on, point A to point B.
Yeah,
go to every single class, do this. And then on the last thing, if you do get denied for that 3 years, here's a little game that shout out to Professor Hawthorne, Loyola Law School.
Professor Hawthorne.
The Juvenile Innocence Fair Sentencing Project. And this is one thing you do. If they deny you 3 years, you can go back, put in a request to transfer to a level 3, and you can go 2 years earlier for, an extreme change of circumstances and environment.
Yeah, petition to advance. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I learned that. I was like, oh, that all right. Because that's what I was supposed to do. But I had the case, and I got convicted, and ended up, shout out to the warden and new folks.
Hey, at the end of the day, though, I think it comes down to people, especially like those of us we've been on level 4 for a long time, is being confident in your change and who you are, because it's your story, it's your hearing. Like, you tell the story. Right. Well, why didn't you do it? Let them know, like, I didn't do it, and it worked out because look, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, I've done that.
Exactly.
I'm done with that.
Sell yourself.
Yeah.
Sell yourself the best way you can by actually doing the stuff that you're supposed to do. And don't become comfortable in the prison lifestyle, especially for guys that have never went to a level 3. You remember, who I'm talking about. In all the classes in Corcoran, this dude been down 30 years. My homeboy from Inglewood, from the bottoms. Remember the little short dark skin? But he ended up going to Lancaster. I tell him, I said, look, don't go down there to Lancaster and get you no cell phone. He never had the detachment of not having a cell phone.
Okay.
So he was addicted. And I said, you're going to go to jail if you go. For people who don't know what I'm talking about in jail, in prison, we call the whole jail. Because once you call prison your home, that's when you get picked up by the police. But he went down there, was down there less than, on the honor yard in Lancaster. No less than 2 weeks. Goes and buys a phone. The parole board said, get to a level 3, and within a year, we will release you. Gets caught with a phone 2 weeks down there, gets kicked off to a level 4, hasn't been heard of since. Don't do it.
A loss in the sauce.
Look, if they really love you like they say you do, they'll pick up that collect call. They'll write those letters.
Not no more.
Period.
It's always free. It's
Damn.
GTL now.
Ooh, it's free, and they got the swipe left on the
hundreds of $1,000s later for my family spent.
Wow. Keep the change, you bums.
Yeah.
All right, so what did they deliberate? How long did it take before they were like, "Hey,
okay,
you're going home. Okay. You're the guy."
Okay, remember I was more nervous going to the psych.
Yeah.
Going to the board, I was cool. Guys, how do you feel? I'm good. Nah, I know you're nervous. I go, I'm not. I don't know why. Maybe because I was confident. I actually prepared for this. I believed in it.
He gonna cry when he gets to the car.
So I went in there, right? Boom. And my hearing was a little over an hour.
Yeah.
So they take me into the holding tank for deliberations, and I tell myself, if it's quick, I got it. In fact, I think I got it. 10 minutes later, they come knock on the door. Hey, they're ready for you, man. That was quick. I smirked at the CO. I was like, all right. He goes, you feel good? I'm like, yeah. I went in there, sat down. They looked at me. They had smiles on their face. They couldn't hide it. And I'm just like, well, okay, they're exposing their cards here. So I'm like, okay, what's up? And they're like, hey, at this time, we find you suitable. So I just gave them a big old smile. I was grateful. Nodded at them.
Oh, yeah. Did you cry?
Hell yeah, I did.
Oh, man.
Did you cry?
Almost.
You held it in?
I just wanted to get back to my building and call Jackie.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I just I need to tell her. I need to tell her that our dreams came true. This is what it was all about. All my hard work, dedication for the past 3 years.
And she's at home waiting for the phone call.
Yeah.
She knows
my entire family's at home just waiting by the phone. Jackie, call us if you hear anything. And I couldn't make it back to my building. I had a midterm for statistics class, right? So as soon as I get back to the yard, I'm floating on air. Guys,
was everybody saying, what happened?
Yeah, they're going, what happened?
You're just giving me thumbs up.
Man, I have that what is it called? That 1,000-yard stare. I'm just like, damn, I can't believe this happened.
Yeah.
What happened? And I'm looking through them. I'm looking at them, but I'm looking through them.
Yeah.
Giving them the thumbs up. I couldn't even say, yeah, I got it. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I'm looking at the yard like, that's the last time I'm going to see it.
He doesn't respond. He just pointing at himself.
Yeah. Nodding like, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, crap, I got to go take my midterm.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there taking the test, and everything that I studied for went out the door. I'm looking at the test like, I don't know what the hell they're asking me. Probabilities of pH levels in a pond, like of bacteria in a pond. I'm like, I have no idea. I'm at calculator. I'm like, I don't even know how to use this. Yeah, I'm looking around. There's other guys taking the test looking at me like, what happened? And I'm just like, I got it. I'm gone. They're like, damn. Bullshit. This little fork, get out of here. I'm like,
that's all unheard of.
No, I'm going home. I get back to the yard. I got a C on that test, by the way.
Okay.
I still passed.
I got a C on it. I get back to the yard, and guys are asking at the door, hey, what happened, Carlos? I'm like, I'm gone. Nah, you're bullshitting. I'm gone. They're like, nah.
They don't believe it until they see the black and white.
Till 2 days later, the parole lady comes.
Yeah,
signs me up for Medi-Cal.
Yeah.
Iraheta.
That's when it's official, man. When they pull you out, I used to always be like, I can't wait till one day they pull me out for that.
It took 2 days. I step out there. Guys are like, hey, you did get it. I told you guys. I wasn't bullshitting. It paid off. I went out there, signed up, and after that, everybody was flocking my door. Hey, what's up? Like, do you have a copy of your parole packet, or what you use, or anything that might help us? I was like, yeah. I was trying to help everybody. The same help that I received, I was giving back.
Right.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
And then how many days did it take for you
did
to
they do
actually
though? It's 120 for the board. So when you get found suitable, you get granted parole. It's 120 days for the parole board to review. Then if it's an actual homicide murder case, it goes to the governor's desk, sits on his desk for 30 days. He can either reverse it, affirm it, or take no action.
That's for murder cases, right?
Take no action.
Mine was non-murder.
Okay.
So I was under the assumption that I would have to wait 120 days before they kicked me out. So once the 120 days came, I wrote to the parole hearings. My wife was on the phone calling them saying, hey, what's up? This guy, my husband, which is found suitable, we should get kicked out soon. No, it's gonna go to the governor's desk now. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm not here for murder. Why does the governor have any say in this? And no, they review all cases. That's not what the document that I have
must
in
be
my
something
hand.
new. I never heard of that.
Yeah, and the document
Unless
they
it goes
gave
in
me.
bonk, that's the only way.
Yeah. So on the document I have, it does say that he has 30 days if it's a murder case. So I photocopied it, send it to him, and I highlighted, I'm not here for murder, people. I'm here for assault by a life inmate, non-murder. And no, they made me wait the 152 days. Long days.
I waited 149.
149?
What month, what day, at what time?
August 23rd. Oh, I was released. They called me about 6:30 in the morning.
And they drove you to the bus station?
Damn, that
No.
was last month.
Yeah,
That was last month, yeah.
Last month.
Breaking news! Hit you with that
Last
TMZ.
month.
This was last month.
Last month.
Last month,
That's crazy, man.
he was in prison up there by the goddamn border. Hot as hell. It was 114,
Hot as hell.
120. And now you're right here, free as a summer's breeze. Boy, look at this.
in
Yeah.
Palo Alto,
When
California.
you walked out,
Just kidding.
My wife was there. They allowed her to come on grounds and pick me up.
Palo Alto.
What? Palo Alto? What?
Another white moment
I
brought
just-
to you by Brian James.
I just looked
What
at
the
Mike and
fuck?
thought Palo Alto.
What the hell?
Hey, on TikTok.
Sidebar.
Yeah.
Hey, on TikTok, we put the white moment one up, and there's some black dude that got it there like, man, why you getting on him, man? Why it got to be a white moment? You know what I mean? He got to feel a brother was on me defending me over you. Hilarious.
Oh, I got to
He
see
was
that.
on me. Shout out to that brother right there on TikTok.
Let me get this. Let me get
Yeah,
this
he
right
was
here.
on him. Like,
Let me address. Let me
shout out
address
to my
this.
brother on TikTok.
Let me address this right here. Let me address this.
Yeah.
Whoever you are out there in TikTok land,
John Wayne 662_.construction.
look. I don't give a fuck about what you talk about. This my bro. I clown him as long as I want. He
Nah, it's all love. It's
if he
all
put the
love.
black moments up here, we'd get canceled. So I got to take on the white moments.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Quit being all soft and shit. Anyway, go ahead, bro.
We all had life sentence. We've
Yeah.
all been canceled. Officially
On the
canceled.
real.
Like, yeah, there's
like,
no
like cancel, like
Yeah.
you will die in this area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? yeah, you've been written off.
So I walk out there in my Polo Club shorts, Polo
Pro
Club
Club?
shirt. Oh, Polo Club. Yeah, Pro Club shorts, Pro Club shirt.
Did you had the Whole Foods Gone Wild outfit on? The higher the socks down to the Vato?
The fool's gone wild.
Vato's gone wild.
Yeah.
Nah, cool. And I give her a hug, and I'm sitting in the car, and I'm just like, damn, I'm driving away. I have control of this window.
Sit in the front seat.
Crazy. It was just surreal. I like I
Air
said,
conditioning is some good shit,
I'm
huh?
putting on the seatbelt. I'm like, damn, I'm not shackled. I don't have the leg irons. I'm not shackled to my waist. I'm just like, damn, I could roll down the window whenever I want. My wife had the radio going. I'm all like, how do you have it hooked up to the phone? What the fuck? So I could play any song. Yeah, any song I want.
What you put on?
Metallica.
Metallica.
Yup. That was my thing.
What song?
Man.
See, this a whole nother white moment right here. I'm gonna sit this one out. Y'all have
Enter
y'all-
Sandman.
Blackened.
Okay.
Blackened.
See how I got back to black?
I wanted to bump it loud. I'm used to my CL, the CL20s. I wanted to bump it in the car, you know?
Damn, I haven't heard CL20s on long. I got beats, bro.
Yeah?
Oh, I still had a Super 3.
Yeah?
I sent home way back in Salinas.
I'm thinking about
Okay.
stopping at like the store and getting like a Benson burner, making me a hot plate for the house one
Right?
time.
No.
Cook some bomb ass burritos and shit.
Take the lid off the fan. Real
Yeah.
quick.
Hey, what
Right.
about when you think back now when you're like, remember you used to make like the orange chicken with the Kool-Aid and the chichas and
thought
all
you
that?
just had the
We're
most-
like, damn, it's bomb. And then you go to like a real place now, it's comedy, what we were calling
I'm like,
bomb.
what ingredients did they use for this? You know?
We would put orange Kool-Aid
Has
and
your
let it
stomach adjusted to the
marinate.
food yet? Because that real food puts you on that throne.
Yeah, man. There was a couple
yeah.
times
He
where
said, yeah.
heartburn.
He almost said,
I gotta sit up for like.
Yeah, your
damn.
body's got to adjust for
Yeah,
sure.
so I'm as I was telling you earlier, I've been eating everything that every plate that comes my way, I'm taking it down.
as you should.
But now I'm like, hold on, now I gotta watch myself because
Put on that extra.
yeah, hold on, man. I was all the guys in there were clowning me because I'm always working on and running my laps and looking in the mirror. So they're like, nah, you're gonna get a dad bod, you're gonna get fat,
look,
you're gonna eat
look,
everything.
look,
I'm
bro.
like,
We've
Enjoy
had it,
it.
lost it, and
Yeah,
had it again.
Enjoy it. Man, I'll walk, man.
Just stay away from the energy drinks.
All right.
Oh, we ain't even gonna say.
I used to wake up to a Nas like that with like with a glazed donut.
So
Okay.
being that you've been there, so let's see. So the average person that walks in here, look at Street. Did they confused? He's like, what the hell? Hey, he was knocking them back. When an average person walk in here, we show them like some of our prison artifacts and shit. They're like, what the hell is that? Whoa, 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 whoa. When you walk in here and you see this, what do you know, we get to looking at the creation of art. Like, all right, yeah, Brad did a bad job on that. That point on there, that handle gonna break. So what do you?
I mean, they all need a little bit of time on the cell floor.
The
and
first
then
thing
they
I
can
thought of-
all get brought back to life.
The first thing I thought of was there's no way in hell that metal piece we'd find in prison.
Yeah,
One of them.
Oh, this right here. So we can't even get the camera over here. This right here, let that come up missing. We finna be on lockdown.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, the plumber finna
For sure.
report that missing.
For sure.
ASAP. You know what I'm saying? They got drill bits. That's a whole wrench right there. So it's
Some of them look real, but some of them are like,
Ray,
I
what
don't
else did you
think.
Shanks? Did you make those?
I love in New York.
The trophy.
That's
on
a
top.
New York shake?
Yeah, the trophy, the one with the trophy, like,
Yeah, the
nah,
trophy.
hell
Yeah.
no, we'll never find that one.
But the
in there.
Bobby Fischer book is the twist, though. That's the cool part about it.
Bobby Fischer.
Shout out to Public Housing Skate Team.
Public
they
housing,
made
Public
skate
housing
team.
skate team.
So all right.
Shout out to Jay-Z.
Have you started working yet? Are you in
No,
a halfway
not yet.
house or are you in a?
I'm in a transition home
Where's that at?
in Calandria,
Where's it?
East LA,
All right.
by El Sereno.
So you from Inglewood. So this, I work with kids in juvenile hall. So the same program that taught us and brought us together, I go teach kids that in Camp Kilpatrick.
Okay.
So one of the problems that people are having, their kids are having, getting out with young men, is that they're putting people in these halfway houses that's in the middle of like
hood.
The hood. I went to my
Yeah.
homie house over there. What's that? Amity? That big ass. As soon as you walk outside or across the street, 18, 18 cars parked in the street. I'm like, how are you able to, function? I mean, I did it because it's like, I get in my mind state, you don't have no choice. So do you have that mind state? Because it's like,
No, for me it was a
Jackie.
it was Jackie, my other pro officer, my
Right.
other pro agent. But nah, for me it's been
Don't
easy.
worry.
If
Don't worry. Don't tell her we said that.
right, where's she at?
Sorry.
She got-
She up there.
No,
But,
She gonna see this
yeah,
later?
of course.
No.
Yeah, of course we're kidding. No.
But if you're looking for trouble, you're gonna find it.
Right.
And the way I dress now, and people I'm around with, I distance myself from all that, so I could see
like
that.
you look like you working. People like, why would I? Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna bang on a construction worker. What the
Exactly.
hell?
Look at this guy with the comb over,
That's
glasses.
the OG right there. What's the
Right.
OG? All right, now you understood.
At the end of the
He will
day-
have no idea
Yeah.
I was in prison. Like, what the
Right.
Yeah, I remember we were walking too when I was at Beacon. I forgot we were going somewhere, and you just remind me at the end of the day, I'm just an old man walking down the block. You know, it was
Well, I
I would-
You can live that shit. I ain't living that shit.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I was just
No, I know what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
Except for the other day when we did that photo shoot.
which one? Oh yeah,
Oh,
Whatever.
that was different.
Man,
That was different. That was something else.
We went back about 20 years. Making Matt running
man.
down there. 300-pound tattooed faced white dude with a ski mask running through an alley in downtown LA.
crap.
But see, if he wasn't running like an old man, you'd have thought like, oh yeah, that's somebody just did a robbery. But he was running like, you know what I'm saying? Don't tell Matt I said that.
Rhinoceros.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But so, what is your profession? What's your career field that you're going into?
IT.
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 Are you tech savvy?
I want to do it.
That's so smart.
Coding?
Yeah.
Are you going into coding?
I do want to do coding. I just started this program called Crop. Shout out to all the staff at Crop. It's a new program.
Hold on. Nah, because I'm talking to you, and you see it, and you look over here, and my boy got on the gangland landlord hat, looking at you with his legs crossed like a mob boss.
Yeah,
I know what y'all talking
Go
about.
ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, continue.
All right,
Yeah, so I'm part of that. We're gonna start on October 10th of this year, and they're gonna go into teaching us. It's all remote, by the way, IT sector, and they'll help with employment, and I do want to make that a career. It'll benefit not only myself, my family, and I'm very excited to start it. And like I was explaining, I'm not good with tools. I came in there young. I didn't develop any skills with tools, carpentry, stuff like that. I was trying to sign up, but unfortunately, I didn't get it. I didn't get in there. So the next big thing is computers. I've always been savvy with computers. Growing up with my dad always had computers, showing me around, so I know my way around them. So why not? You know, so
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I was gonna tell you too? He saw the podcast when he was still in Calipat. He saw it in there.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
With Ray.
Ray.
Yeah.
Sly Fox. You look at him. He turned around like, oh,
That might have to be cut.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. Oh, shit.
Woo! What they say on Power 106? Hey, cheese, man.
Hey,
I feel-
PPSP is cool. It's approved.
All right,
we
cool.
just watching we've been watching PPSP everywhere.
Alright.
And all the dudes know him, so it's gonna be amazing.
Right.
Alright.
Here goes this the one that's going to dwindle us down into the conclusion right here. This is the best question that I think I've ever been able to ask.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
This is the
Okay.
best question that I've ever been able to ask.
Because he's dropped some gems over the years.
After living the life that you live, you know, you went to the parole board. It's safe to say that what you've done.
Yeah.
And you take accountability. You know,
100.
you live the lifestyle that is the most barbaric of them all.
Mm-hmm.
You live the lifestyle of both the gangster, the warrior, the dope dealer, all that type of stuff in one capsule. And you haven't even hit 50 yet.
Yeah.
You know, you most likely outlived a lot of your homies. At this day and age, what was it like leaving that jail cell and seeing your child be born?
Emotional. There's times now where I'm just laying with my son and he'll be on my chest and tears will start coming out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Of course.
And he'll just stare at me and I'm just like, damn, like, man, I'm out here. Another thing that I get emotional about too, right, is the guys in there. Because now I consider them family now. See, I never saw them as that. I just thought, okay, we're just in here. We're all homies, people in blue. Okay, we're a community, cool, whatever. But walking into Target, into Walmart, Marshalls, and I'm just like, damn, I wish they were here with me.
Right.
And to this day, it hits me like, damn,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, man,
where my boys at, man? They're family, you know. And
but understand what you're doing. If I don't know what it is, you know, about the dudes that were up in high desert or up in the bay when they're way up there, or those dudes in like old Folsom,
Yeah.
or you know those Soledad and shit. They've been in there for a long time. And I used to tell them, man, when I get out, you know, I'm gonna look out for you. And we guys that are out here, it's like you're giving a blessing, but you're giving a curse at the same time. Because the fellas in there, they tell you, don't give me nothing, just live your life and send me some pictures.
yep.
They don't never ask for shit.
That's all I ever wanted too.
From the person that's going home.
Yeah, represent for us. Like,
Because when they get those pictures, like them homies that went home and sent those pictures to you,
they're bittersweet, man.
we're living for those dudes in there.
Yeah.
Because some of them have right now in their mind, many years ago, have made the decision to say, I'm never going to get out. This is where I'm at. What you have out there is something that I believe in my mind I will never be able to have. But what you have, you've taken out of here.
Yeah.
You've taken these memories. Nobody can never sit down, like T Good said. How you gonna explain to somebody who's done crack or they seen their parent do crack and you've never been there and seen that yourself? How can you explain that to them and say, I can relate to you? We're from a community and a family that nobody can relate to.
Yeah.
There's just internal conditioning and all kind of stuff. Like,
you've seen things that they'll never be able to see.
I felt at a place, at a back to school meeting with my daughter's school, and I'm sitting next to my wife, other parents. I'm looking around the room, and it hit me. Some of these dads have careers already. I'm here fresh out 2 weeks.
I know.
Yeah.
And it destroyed me. I'm sitting there.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Get me out of here.
I went to a dinner like a while back, and I was around people that were like extremely successful, and they're talking about, you know, maybe their second boat or their home or their this and that. Yeah, you just feel like this big, but it comes back to we were talking about comparison again. You know,
Yeah.
It comes back. I mean,
But use
it's
it
all
in a good way.
relative, man.
But use it in a good way because
Amazing, like you're yeah. That's I mean, you are an amazing homie, solid, honorably changed on your own terms. Like it's really rare out here.
Yeah.
That's really rare out here for what you did, man. And I commend you. Like you're doing it.
Thank you.
Beautiful
Look at yourself.
child, a wife, a family. Like
for real.
it's amazing,
Put yourself
man.
in the manner it is. Like, I get it bad. You know, I'm one of them Scorpio dudes. We overthink shit and we, you know, and I'm bullheaded. Because, you know, I'll drive down the street and be on the freeway. Or I'll, you know, when I was on the bike or riding the train and I'll see people in the car. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, damn, they got their whole life. You know, it'll be the whole kids and everybody in the car. You're like, man, I really fucked my life up. Yeah. But then at the same time, I'll be sitting there looking at them. Or I'll see people that got shit and I'll be like, all right, you know, I'm upset because I'm no longer upset, but I know what I got to do.
Yeah.
If I've gotten out of prison in 2.5 years, have this, got a circle of people, university graduate from NY, the man done trained attack dogs. He got a goddamn Camaro out front and he got over $60,000.
Oh, that's his. Okay.
Young dudes. If I'm able to build this and have these dudes a part of my life and have this stuff going on, if I did that in 2.5 years, what you think I'm gonna do with 5? Because there's people out here right now, you 50 something years old and you just not doing what I'm doing or you ain't did it yet. Then I sit back and I laugh because it's like, look, I don't want to be like you. Nah, I'm not going to be like you. It's my position in life to do more than you. Not to say that you're less than me, but I know where the fuck I see myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what that prison made. That's what that jail cell made. That's what that yard did to us. It ain't for everybody. That's why everybody's not going to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I understand some people, your job and your life may be just grocery store, gas station worker. But what we doing here, we going to make a difference.
Yep.
You know, that's why we look at dudes like we don't put no shade on other podcasts or other platforms. But it's like, bro, you talking about the same shit them niggas on the yard talking about right now. They hold on to a memory that they've held on to since they was 14 years old about that fucking first fight that they had, and they still talking about how them and such had a fight.
Yeah. And it gets better every year.
Right.
He started off fighting one dude in middle school. Yeah. 3 years later, he done beat up 20 dudes and knocked them out with a chicken bone.
They lined me up.
Beating them with palm tree branches.
And biblical. What you talking about?
Yeah.
But I want to see us. Like I say, all the dudes. And I got that. Where that shirt at? Y'all, where's that Strangest Fruit shirt right there? Before I forget and then remember be mad at myself about it. The one right there.
The one behind you, yeah.
And it's something I'm going to start doing. And it's going to start with this shirt. So after every episode, and it's going to be a limited edition. We're going to frame this like a lot of shit in here. I want to have everybody sign this.
All right.
Everybody sign it. Everybody that come in. And as it collects and it builds up, from every single walk of life that we had Elizabeth Calvin in here. Who does that? From all those people, just have this as a collective, and at the end of it, Strangest Fruit. We all the Strangest Fruit in our own way, but we all one community, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We are.
So, Brian, you want to wind it down? Because I'm over here getting kind of emotional, and I don't want to get all choked up and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, man, we appreciate you coming to join us, man. You're 30 days out. Like,
you did not have to do this.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's fun. It's great for us. I know people inside are going to be excited. People that see it, you put a realistic, I don't want to say a twist, but you put a realistic, image on what prison is like, the other side of it, rather than the violence and everything. But much success to you, man. Like, there's no doubt you're going to do amazing in your life. You got a beautiful family. We thank you guys for coming and joining us, man.
And thank you for having me.
Yes,
It's an honor to be with you guys.
All right.
Before you go, one thing.
Inside.
If you could tell anything to the guys inside, go ahead.
You don't have to prove anything to anybody but yourself. That's it. You don't have to show off for anybody. Prove somebody that you're a thug, you're a gangster, you with it. Just do your thing. Educate yourself. You're going to get far.
Yeah,
100%.
Straight to the point. Let me give you some of this. Real. So, I will say like Soul Train, Peace, Love, and that other word, but I don't know if we're going to get some copyright infringements.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Man, stay blessed. Stay healthy. Stay wise about your decisions. Don't let anybody deviate you from your path.
Yeah.
Don't sacrifice your emotions for the next person's emotions, because your emotions are what build and make you. Live your best life, and sometimes just take a walk and get lost, because we come from a place where all we had is 50 square yards to live. So take a walk, and enjoy the air. Stay up, stay blessed. Strangest Fruit Podcast. We out. I gotta go eat.